Alright, so, last we left our intrepid heroes. We... I got distracted by chat. There was party was able to take a short rest after the battle with the coral drakes and the Song of the Sea. So prior to this small trip, or prior to the trip to Churning Bay, you guys had learned what you needed to do to remove the bad luck curse off of Shaddoc. Ronny had communed and found out that within 3 days, they would be in the path of those who contained the blood of Ecovis. They prepared for the eventual battle. Melanie helped strengthen tents. Raine taught Shaddoc the finer points of hiding. Zaitari gave the crew a rousing pep talk for when they were to be besieged by weresharks again. Ronny spoke to Maron before the fight with Sagasi, and there was like a conversation, and Ronny lied, and Maron might have known, probably. Nah, it's fine. It's all fine between you two. But anyways, yeah, sure enough, early next day, the corpses of the fallen drakes attracted a group of weresharks, which were accompanied by a devil shark. During the battle, the devil shark attempted to sink the ship by ramming into it, but was later foiled by a wall of force. Eventually, the party decimated the weresharks, killed the devil shark, harvested its blood and its cold gland, and Raine found out from the crew after she went to go check on Shaddoc that Shaddoc seemed to have the ability to control water. So after that, you guys had gathered the blood. Melanie told Shaddoc, "Hey, you might be. We're gonna bathe you in some blood to get rid of this bad luck curse you got." And Ronny, had divined the Tyr. Tyr was like, "I got you, bro," and pretty much helped him along in the ritual. The ritual was a complete success. Shaddoc probably isn't unlucky anymore. You guys would have to wait a couple of days to actually see. And for some reason, she can speak common for some odd reason. Who knows? Mystery.
Mysteries.
That's where we are right now.
Even in the best circumstances, magical child plus 2 martial parents who know nothing about magic, parents are gonna get their asses kicked in the child raising.
We're gonna raise the most epic fucking rogue paladin ever.
Absolutely.
Don't start biting my hand.
Okay.
Pet you. I'm petting Coda.
Figured.
You pat Shaddoc, she bites your hand.
Shark
teeth!
Hoo-ha-ha.
Shark teeth. I was thinking the same thing.
Anyways, so ritual complete. That whole doodad is all done and set. What would you guys like to do?
I believe it's, well, I imagine take a long rest.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, probably go ashore to start on our hell journey through a hell jungle to the, hell
To
snake
hell.
people. The hell snake people.
I would like to take like one day to make sure that the ship is back up into like working order.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good point.
So if we could take that and like, I would like to just be like, all right, what do you need? And let me help, because I figure I'm strong enough to like move some stuff or whatever. And I'm just gonna work as brute force. Like I'm not gonna try to figure anything out. I'm just gonna be like, point the strong person where you need it. Like,
so pretty much like, hey, we need this pile of lumber over here. Could you move that for us and things like that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, or like, can you just hold this in place while we nail it in, or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, this is like ship repair 101. You holding. I'm not gonna make you roll to hold things and carry things.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get that done. It's gonna take, luckily, luckily, with like a lot of mending and just basic carpentry work, they can get the ship up and running. Yeah.
I was gonna say I can also. Oh my god, there's so many. I'm painting Coda with my gloves on because my hands hurt, and there's so much hair on my gloves. Because he's shedding so much.
Need a Furminator.
Yeah, I've been trying to comb him, but he hasn't been like wanting to sit for it. Anyways, back on topic. I was gonna say I can cast animate objects 3 times. Twice with the 5th level spell slot, once with a 6th level spell slot. I don't think it does anything different between like for upcasting it.
Mm-hmm.
But so if like there's anything particularly delicate that they need, I can manipulate a lot of tiny objects,
Okay.
or if it's something really big, I can do one big object for a minute,
Mm.
So
Okay. Let's see. They definitely could use some help with that.
Okay.
Yeah, during the battle, the mast was like the base of the mast got a little. It's not in danger of falling over, but it got kind of dislodged with the ramming of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So they might ask you. They probably will ask you if you're offering that service. Is there any way you can, other than your very strong friend, to pick up the mast or to like put it back gently in place? You could possibly, the captain says, animate object, have it move to this certain spot where it was dislodged, and then let people repair it while it's being held in place.
Yeah.
That's-
Granted, they'll have to do something to reinforce it because it's only going to be able to hold for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
but I
they
can do
figured that.
something
They've got
up to
some
huge.
ideas.
Oh, actually, if I cast the spell using a spell slot of 6 or higher, you can animate 2 additional objects for each spell slot above 5th. So that's interesting.
Interesting. Okay, that's good to know.
So I could do 3 masts at the same time.
This ship only has 2. But it was just the one that was slightly dislodged. I mean, they could have waited to get back on shore to repair it, but I mean, this would just make sure that nothing happens along the way.
Yeah,
Alright,
might as
so-
well do it now.
So mast repair, Melanie's doing. She's picking things up and putting them down,
Or holding them in place if
or
needed.
holding them in place.
Yeah.
Just like the idea of you just picking things up and then putting them down and like, oh, is that good? Just like in the same place.
It's like
The
this
ship
is
deck
what
turns
you
into a
wanted.
gym.
Then they just have me doing Rizzy work because they're like, gosh, he just keeps asking, and they're like,
Yeah.
go move that from there to there. I'm
We
like,
have to
yeah.
Ronny, roll a insight check for me, please.
What'd you say, KK?
So like we have to walk the mask before we put it up. 3 times around the ship. Go.
Okay. Most of the crew is okay. It's mostly like, all right, we've brought these guys to where they need to be, and they said, we can leave once we brought them where they need to be. Can we please leave so we don't get attacked by weresharks again?
We're just trying to be helpful over here, guys. Come on.
That's pretty much the morale for the ship. They're like they're mostly okay for being attacked by weresharks and coral drakes. And having a child of ill omen on board, which
Yeah, she's not a child of ill omen anymore.
but during the time it was just like
She is now simply a child
A child.
of omen.
Just a child.
But yeah, that's most of the people are okay. You can't get a read on Maron. But yeah, exactly. Anybody else doing anything else during your long rest?
No,
Mm-mm.
I think that's well. Actually, I am going to kind of like keep an eye on Shaddoc, make sure she's doing okay, and I'm gonna be like, gosh, okay. So I'm gonna find a time where she's like just chilling,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, okay, wait, what's my voice for Mel?
Not southern.
Gosh.
It's sort of a British accent.
But a little bit more,
Cockney, yeah.
light Cockney.
Shaddoc.
There you go.
Yep.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I wanted to double check. Do you want to come and stay at our keep, or is there somewhere else that you wanted to go?
She thinks she looks down at the deck for a second, looks back up at you. I don't got nowhere else to go.
Okay. Well,
Tilda passes by. You don't have anywhere else to go. Don't got. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
that was my whole childhood. Just being corrected by my grandmother, but that's why I have great grammar now. We can go ahead and take you to our keep. And if you don't want to stay, that's okay. But I wanted you to know that you had a choice, because we're not going to make you go anywhere. But if you want to go, we'll be very glad to have you.
Yes, we're forcing you to be our child.
So, now are we having these people wait, or are we planning on booming back?
We plan on boofing back.
Okay. So I'm gonna go find the captain, I guess, and be like, excuse me, where, just out of curiosity, where were you planning on going after, this was done?
Oh, right. We were going to head back towards the north. We have a job in Gadarn, and then we have a job in Leona, and then we have a contract with a couple dwarves that wanted things shipped.
I don't suppose you have any plans on going back to that place where our keep is?
Leona?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which is what he said.
Yeah.
The second.
Are you going to Leona in the first part there, somewhere in the?
I mean, we had planned on stopping in by Gadarn first at one of the ports before continuing on to Leona.
I see. How much would we need to pay you to take a passenger to Leona? Just one.
He looks over at Shaddoc, and then looks over at you.
Remember, not unlucky anymore.
I realize that. I mean,
We're going into a jungle that's basically hell on earth, and I don't really want to take a child in with us. She's not unlucky, and I can, pay you for your troubles, because I know that you'll have to have possibly somebody, make sure she doesn't cause any nonsense just because she's a child. But if you were to take her back to our keep, the port nearest, Sweetwater, cherry blossom water place.
Rosewater.
Rosewater. I was hitting the head a lot yesterday.
Okay.
Look, that's kind of in the middle of the country,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Whatever the closest
So
port is.
we rewind back and said, Mel, is there anyone we can get a hold of? We can cast a sending spell. We could get her picked up, or
I was gonna just suggest this.
Probably. I mean, I don't. If you do a teleportation spell, do you have to go with the teleportee, or can you just
Melanie, I'm assuming we're just having a group powwow of what to do with Shaddoc at this point.
Apparently now, yeah.
No, but you just walked by and you heard us talking.
Sure, that's fine.
That's
way,
also very in character for Zai.
Either way, Zaitari will stop, turn around, jump in. Well, considering none of us have the teleport spell,
I thought Tilda could.
teleportation circle, but then she can't get back.
So she has to go with, is what you're saying.
Yes, and then
Okay.
we'd be going into the jungle without the wizard. And
That's-
I'm sorry, but no.
No, that's a terrible plan. No, that's why I asked if you had to go.
Tilda might be up for it.
It's honestly, she might prefer that. Well, is there anyone who we could trust to? I mean, it's not like. I mean, I don't think it's going to be nearly as difficult anymore. Just escort.
Pickup.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I
like
can.
a small Uber.
Yes, I can see where Tegan is. He's probably back in Vox by now. But
Are
we
saying
do
we should
have
our child around guns.
we do
That is
have
so
a chamberlain.
irresponsible.
Oh yes, says the person who
Here, Shaddoc,
almost-
take a knife.
Yes, says the person who nearly blew up our keep with Deacon and the Tabaxi girl, whose name I cannot remember right now.
Pastry.
Yeah, pastries.
Oh, sure, that you remember.
Yeah, I like pastry a lot.
You don't like our keep a
Outside
lot?
in the garden.
I mean, I like our keep, but there were like 5 different names that we thought of, and I couldn't remember which one we thought of. Like, what one we decided on last.
It's Rosewater. So we have a chamberlain. She is more than capable. We can ask her. We can also ask. God damn it! Starts with a T.
Theo.
No, not Theo. What's the name of the spy dude?
I feel like that's
Thanek?
kind of below Thanek. I mean, the poor guy is.
We can we can ask Thanek who would be good that he trusts to escort her back to our keep. Not Thanek himself.
I'm just gonna
That's legit.
pop in here and say I don't think there's anything in the teleportation circle spell that says I have to go with.
No, but then Shaddoc would be alone at the teleportation
true.
circle
Yeah,
in Leon.
she'd be dropped off at Valido, which is
Or Valido, yeah.
yeah,
Or
which
we
is
could
the
have someone
closest.
there.
Yeah, which
Yep.
would be easier to get to for some rando? Would Valido or the ports be closer?
Valido.
Valido
would
would probably
be-
yeah.
Yeah.
For some rando spy, absolutely Valido. However, Tilda could also send a message to Theo and have him escort Shaddoc.
He won't be too far away.
Well, we could delay sending her too. Could travel a day more or whatever, and
Yeah.
send her.
I mean,
Also, we could have had this conversation at the beginning of the day, and then Mel carried a bunch of stuff around, and now we're gonna, boof the child.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
true.
I don't think it takes longer than most of a day to get from anywhere to Valido in Leona. Anyway.
Yeah, it'll take a couple hours from Valido to your keep.
Okay.
See?
All right, then that's not too bad. So we should probably have Theo do it. And if we could just if we send Theo a message, letting him know, he would just have to wait for her to show up, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know do you have sending prepared for today?
Give me a second to look. I think
Okay.
so, but sometimes... Yes, I do.
Okay. What about
And I-
teleportation circle?
I always have teleportation circle, and generally I try to keep sending as often as possible.
Okay. All right. That's great. So Jared, would you? What the fuck, Coda? He was running all over my couch, tearing it up. Now he's gonna do zoomies down the hall. Jared, would you allow us to have had this conversation in the morning while we were waiting for the wereshark attack, and then we could just do this to take care of it now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Provided that I just realized this now. Tilda has the spell slots for it.
Mm-hmm. She does.
Okay, right. Then that is
by
convenient.
sheer fucking luck.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, Tilda will send a message to Theo.
Chico Banyo? Oh, sorry.
Excuse you? That is not what she says.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was talking to the dog.
Yeah,
I
figured.
forgot that I had my headphones on.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, you said this.
Tilda's not that kind of sender.
Yeah, like Jester.
Jester
pooping?
is. Yeah, you pooping? Jesus Christ. Okay. So it's something along the lines of need a favor. Young excuse me, sorry. Found young girl. Removed a curse from her. Long story. Tell you later. Need you to escort her from Valido to Keep.
Teleportation circle.
I will resend with a 4th level spell slot this time.
Mhm.
And say, meet her at teleportation circle within Valido. She goes by name of Shaddoc. Does Tilda know that she's a Triton? I
Yeah.
presume so.
Yeah, she's very
She's-
obviously so.
A Triton.
Okay. Is that the end of the message?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Love you. Love you, thank you. Lots of kisses.
Hold on.
You didn't say Melanie and Raine adopted a disaster child. Escort her back to the keep. I'm sure it's going to be shenanigans. Love you.
Because
bye.
as far as I know, Tilda doesn't know any of that.
I know. I'm just
You
joking.
know, any of Melanie's intentions.
Do, 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 do.
Big old foster fail.
Mm. I might have kidnapped a baby.
No,
I
we
love it.
rescued her.
I mean, we rescued her, but I also, like, we don't know where they got her. So,
I mean,
ask her.
she seems like an orphan.
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
pretty certain she's an
Mom's
orphan.
dead. Dad is non-existent. So,
Oh yeah, we know her. We know her parents are dead. Okay,
Yeah.
I feel a lot less bad about.
well, we know her mom's dead. We're fairly sure that obviously her dad is the wereshark demigod.
Yeah,
Yeah, remember we had a whole thing about it.
yeah, I remember
That's-
that. I just forgot the mom was dead. I had forgotten that temporarily.
That's not gonna come back and literally bite us in the ass.
Oh no, quite literally. I think that it will. Yes, yes.
All
You're-
right.
you're good.
You get.
Yeah, the faster we get off the ocean, by the way, the better.
Okay. You get. Okay. We'll wait for Shaddoc at Circo. We'll take her back to Keep. Please be safe. I love you. Come home soon.
Okay.
Aw.
We should also, Raine will write a letter to pass along with Shaddoc to Theo and to pay, what's the pastry's mom's name? Something Halls?
Chambers.
Chambers.
Chambers. Close enough. Chambers and Hall. Anyway, how to take care, story, so we don't have to send 52 sendings. Just write a letter
Thank you.
explaining everything.
Ooh, that's a good point.
And So yeah, Tilda will give Shaddoc a description of Theo and tell her, his name is Theodric. Trying to see if I can. Do I have any spells?
I can do disguise self and just show her what he looks like. I've seen
Well, I
him
don't
enough.
want to.
It looks like Poe Dameron.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, okay.
I don't want to make you like use up a spell like that.
Oh no, it's not a spell slot. I have Mask of Many Faces.
Oh, that's true.
Whenever.
No, I think that would be too weird for Tilda. Like, no.
Feeling weird things right now. I need you to not do that.
I can make him look like Tegan, but with the wrong color eyes.
I think that's worse.
Yeah.
Evil Theo twin.
Yeah, you said
Just a
I could make
goatee.
it look like Tegan with the wrong
Oh,
colored
Tegan?
eye.
That's my bad. Sorry.
I was like,
Thought I said
what?
Theo. There's too
No.
many T names, damn it.
It's true.
A number of them, yes.
No, that's okay. Tilda will just explain what he looks like and his name, and you're going to step out into a room where somebody will ask you your name, and hopefully Theodric will be there to escort you out and home to our keep.
Okay.
Minor illusion would be best.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Like, kind of bend down to Shaddoc's level, and in my hands, just kind of like wave my hands around, and like it's like a mini portrait of Theo, just his head, and it's like 3D,
It's just a
like a
bust.
hologram.
Yeah.
Alright, well, after you do that, she kind of looks at it and she nods, and then she has, like, she looks like she's hit with a realization. And she like looks towards Melanie and Raine and the rest of you. You're not coming?
I'll go sit beside her so I'm her same height and say, so we are coming, but we have to make another stop on the way. So we have to go in that jungle, and it's very dangerous. And we'll be okay because, I mean, I have this sword, and Raine has those daggers, and Tilda can do things with magic, and so we'll be okay, but we don't want you to get hurt.
Just leave
And
me and
so-
Ronny out, whatever.
I don't want to do the whole list. We'll be here all night. Also, Zaitari can sing at people and make them sad, and that's vicious mockery. That's vicious mockery. And she does the stabby thing too. She's really good at that. And Ronny, I mean, he just gets in his shell and he's good to go. So
Sure,
Zaitari
Zaitari
does
too.
I think more than just yell, Melanie. I mean, more than just stab things, Melanie.
Yes, I also
am
do more
trying-
than just sing and make people sad.
I think
Do you want me to turn you into a badger?
she also can turn people into other creatures. It's actually amazing. We have stories to tell you. However, to make things short, we are very capable of taking care of ourselves, but we want to make sure that you're safe. And so we are going to send you ahead first. And I am actually going to give you a letter that you can give. I think that Raine has one as well that you can give to everybody to show them, who you are, so they'll know that you're allowed to stay and that we'll be coming home very soon, and we'll be there too. And actually, I'm gonna take off my bear hoodie, and I'm gonna put it on her, and it's like way too big.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's.
It's just
plastic.
like
She's
we're basically
barely
just-
hold on. I need to do a check.
oh god, she can at least lift it, right?
You put it on her and she doesn't expect it, and then she goes.
Oh goodness! I attempt to hold the child back up. Oh goodness, it was too big. See, So obviously, you are gonna have to keep this safe for me, okay? Oh, is it too heavy? Oh.
Here, Melanie, hold on. I'm gonna take out the crazy camel hat that I bought way back when for Tegan.
Oh my
When we
god.
went to the camel races.
Yeah.
I've had that in my bag. I have it in my list of stuff.
All I had was a wineskin of plum liquor, and I can't give that to a child.
Yeah.
Sure, you can.
I mean, I
Yes,
shouldn't.
I'm gonna take out the hat and show it to her. Would this be a suitable replacement, do you think, Shaddoc, for the bear cloak that Melanie wears?
It might be a little, and I'm like lifting it off the child because it's smushed her. It maybe we'll wait on this sort of thing until you're a little bit bigger. Is that okay?
Okay.
Would the camel hat be okay?
What's a camel?
I'll cast
So-
minor illusion and show her a little camel. They kind of look like this. They're like
Oh.
weird tall horses with hooks on their back.
I mean,
They're
she's
like-
not wrong.
They're like trash horses.
It's true.
Amazing.
Garbage horse.
Garbage horse. Yep. Gary the garbage horse.
Mm.
Oh,
He did a lot of work. He was a good garbage horse.
Did a lot of licking.
Yes.
what's a horse? Is it a
Uh.
seahorse?
So imagine, you know the cat, right? Okay, so it has 4 legs, but it's very tall,
Oh no.
and it has a longer neck with a head.
Mm.
And I'll
She's
show
gonna see
her.
a giraffe, and she's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Horse."
I'm gonna show her a horse
nothing
with
wrong with
minor
this.
illusion, and then in the other hand, I'm gonna show her a camel.
Oh, okay. She's like,
So this is a horse,
Mhm.
and this is a camel. Garbage horse, horse.
okay.
Perhaps we don't have to get into the details here, folks. It's just you'll see lots of things in the Lido, and I'm sure Theodoric will have no problems with answering your questions.
Yes, ask him any question that you can think of.
Do not ask him any question that you could think of, or at least give him time to answer your questions in
Oh.
between. All right?
Okay. Okay.
I am going to give her a giant hug, but like a strength appropriate hug.
Crushing the child.
After we just saved her.
Mm.
We will be back, and when we come back, we'll spend some time in our keep. Okay?
Okay. Promise?
Believe that. I absolutely promise.
Okay.
And I will say, doesn't hurt when you get teleport. Doesn't feel weird at all. Well, I mean, it's a little bit strange.
No blood.
No. That's a one-time thing. You don't have to do that again. That's yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's teleport this child away. Keep her safe.
I teleport the child away.
She waves.
No.
Roll a d100.
We all wave back at her.
Yes.
Yes.
And she is then gone. Alright. Ronny, you wanted to talk. Tell the captain thank you. Captain Templas says to you, it's been a pleasure seeing you again. And hope we see each other soon. And you be careful in there. I know you're all pretty capable, but want to hear back from you again, you know? I will, especially after all of that. Alright. Maron is going to step up. And she's gonna say, "Don't get yourself killed out there. They'll take care of you. You take care of them. You know the deal. Just stay safe." Thanks. I'll see you later. Because I ain't gonna say goodbye. Not just yet. Turtle, I will knock you on your ass when I get to the afterlife if that's the case. She just, gives you a hug. Alright. Shillin's been kind of chilling in the background. Looking out at the jungle. Looks like she's been looking up at the sky. A little beyond into the jungle. Making a few... Her brows kind of furrow from time to time. But she's been pretty much keeping her distance while you guys say bye to Shaddoc and to the captain. We'll say at this point, as time passes on, as you help with the ship, you guys had a long rest. Did you
Okay.
guys pay the captain yet?
We should probably do so if we haven't.
I want to say yes. I remember taking that money out.
Okay, that's
of
fine.
the group.
Alright, perfect, good, fine, if you say so.
I'm sure we can also check. It did happen in one episode, so
Yeah.
we can
I
go back
want to
and
say,
look.
yeah, I do think that we did. Like,
I feel like you guys did.
Yeah, and I feel like I actually gave a little bit of extra from my money so that we didn't deplete the group funds too much.
Okay. So long rest. A couple crew members are ready to row you out onto shore when you guys are ready.
2 thumbs up.
all
Okay,
right,
well,
let's go.
wait a second. We're
okay.
going into the jungle now.
Well, you
Yeah.
long rest, so prepare your spells and whatnot for what you need.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so is this the same day that we sent Shaddoc away?
I'm assuming that we rested after we sent Shaddoc
Yeah,
away.
you rested
Yeah.
after you sent Shaddoc.
Okay, thank you for the
I mean, we would definitely want to do that because we would know that we wouldn't want to just deplete you a high level spell and then just be like,
Right.
all right,
Yeah.
jungle time.
Yeah.
let's see, hang on a second. Okay. Yeah, if you've got the
Yeah, I have locate creatures, so
You got
as long
five
as
of them?
we're I'm sorry, what's going on?
Have you got 5 of them? I
Yep,
mean,
you
might
got
as well.
from the you got those 5 chalices, bowls, whatever is needed for those.
yeah, let's after we hit shore, we'll do that, and we'll also lube up for our travel.
Gross.
Well, I mean, for having freedom of movement to move through the jungles is going to be very helpful.
Yeah, we want to do the hero feast before the long
Ugh,
rest.
it's gonna feel
Oh,
awful.
okay.
We're gonna be so just like, ugh.
Okay.
I mean,
Yes,
it's
yes,
hot,
yes,
and then
yes.
we're oily. But I mean,
Yeah, absolutely do that. I forgot that it was 24 hours. So
yeah.
do that before we long rest.
Okay. So I've got seeming, I've got
Yeah, I'm going to mark off one of my oils after we, hit land, because I'm sure we're going to be traveling for 8 hours.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna mark off one of mine. Down to 3.
I'm down to 2.
all right. I'm taking Thunderwave away because we're going on a stealth mission.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So, Hero's Feast, preparation of spells.
Let's see, Ronnie, roll those 2d10s. See how many hit points we get.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly average.
As all things.
All things need balance.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't stack on top of the 3 I get from heroism from my engagement ring, is it?
It does because it's a different source of hit points. It increases your maximum.
Oh, that's right.
Beefy 90 hit points now.
90? That's it?
Yeah, I rolled like shit. Well, pretty bad.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at 97 right now with that, so.
I'm a glass cannon.
Wow.
How many
Doubles
was
got,
it?
You've
10?
got like 14 in con or something like that?
I have a 16 constitution.
Yeah, you're beefy, girl.
That is true. Yes.
Yeah, you could
Actually,
trick a
let me
lot
get
of
this
people under the
long
table.
rest button. Nice. With the 10, I am up past 150 now. So
Jesus Christ, you're like a fucking barbarian.
I mean, I have a +5 to Constitution now,
Yeah, I
and
know.
a +9 to Strength.
And you
Jesus
added it all.
Christ.
You added it all in retroactively, right?
I think I did.
It's fine. You can do
Yeah,
that.
because I did. Because I remember I added 11 hit points
Mm-hmm.
when I popped it up.
Okay.
Coda, I don't know what you want. You won't play with the laser. You
Oh,
just
man.
stare at it.
So when we play with the laser, Sabine also plays with the laser,
Oh.
but she's
Oh.
real big and real
Yep.
awkward.
Yeah.
Oh. And she tries to like hit it with her feet, and it is I need to get a video of it because it is craziness. It is so loud.
I
And
can
also
only
she'll like
imagine.
run to the point that like spins out on the floor. Oh, it's hilarious.
Okay. Blindness, deafness is a con save. They're probably pretty good at con. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out
No, that's fine.
because I feel like we get into combat and I'm always like, I've got nothing.
Blindness is so good when it does go off, though.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Prepares her spells. I would like to regale you. Did I tell you guys about how we killed an ancient white dragon in less than 2 rounds?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Bro, we're about to go up against an astral dreadnought now.
Oh no.
We're level 13.
Have fun.
It's not going to be great.
No, they have wisdom. Damn it. They're dexterous as hell.
Honestly, I would say that anything that can do AoE damage is going to be the best bet. Because even if they save, they still take something.
All right. Fire or ice?
I don't believe they have resistances to either. So,
What's her face? Our guide person would probably know.
yeah. Well, when she was talking to us about them, she just said no poison. And
Yeah.
that they have, mechanically advantage on saving throws against magic, so.
Yeah, they're just magically resistant.
Yeah, right. So it's really not gonna fucking matter at the end of the day.
I mean, honestly, if they're
I
resistant,
would say
like some-
say cold because we're going into a jungle.
yeah.
That too.
Well,
Well,
and
I mean-
also, I mean, if they save on something that's half damage on save, then they're still getting damaged. So if you
Yeah.
have any like AOE half on saves, then
Yeah, I would
at least
say
if they save, you get something out of it.
yeah, probably not slow. I would do haste instead, and
Mhm.
just like so buffs and damage spells, and wall of force
Oh, Wall of Force is so nice.
because they can't do anything about that.
Okay.
I mean, they could dig under it if they can burrow, but
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I have Dimension Door and Misty Step. At the very least, I can get one of us around it, and I can get through it again. So it's not like something like if you want to cut off something, it's always a valid idea.
true.
Okay, I'm gonna take Mind Spike.
That would probably be really, yeah, that's a good idea.
Um,
Because
Okay.
even if they do have high intelligence, which I doubt, I think they're more charisma focused. But it's an
well,
intelligence
it's a wisdom.
save. Oh,
No,
it
it's
is a wisdom.
save.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
don't know if that's intelligent.
they do take half damage on a fail still, and I also it's a single target, so it's not an AOE, but
It's still damage, and it's good damage too.
yeah, and I'll know where they are even if they fail, or even or excuse me, if they fail, I'll know where they are even if they're invisible, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I take? Ah,
I think Mind Spike's a good idea.
Yeah, I think Mind Spike sounds fine. Because we might deal with somebody who has some invisibility, and if they were to fail on that, then we know where they are.
That, and if something gets away, we can track it.
Ooh, yeah. How far does it go? How far can they be and you still know where they are?
It just lasts an hour as long as you maintain concentration. It doesn't have a limit.
Nice.
I think it's just as long as they're on the same plane, but it's basically if you get it, you know where somebody is.
you know what? Instead of Mind Spike, I'm gonna bring Sickening Radiance,
That was good too.
which
Yeah.
will actually let you all see them as well instead of just me
Yeah.
going like, go this way, go that way. Gonna
Yeah. You always know the target's location until the spell ends, but only while the two of you are on the same plane of existence. So it doesn't have a range.
okay. I'm not bringing slow. I'm gonna bring Transmute Rock as well.
That's a very good idea, I think,
Yep.
as well.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry for taking so long, guys.
You're good.
Okay. Awesome.
GM wasn't taking any notes at all about that.
All right. So you guys, are you guys ready to board your rowboat?
Yep.
All right. So
Mhm.
a pair of the captain's crew asks you to step onto on the boat. Make sure everybody's hands are kept inside the boat at all times, and you guys row to shore.
I didn't realize he was a crew member. Or a cast member, not a crew member. My bad.
We also definitely had our guide partake of the feast.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna. Alright. Alright, showing feast. Great. Alright. You guys head onto shore. The crew wishes you the two members of the crew wish you luck. And you touch down on sand and they depart. Shillin, will say, okay, let's get going. Welcome to the Emerald Forest, full of terrible things. Keeps your eyes peeled. Please don't try to eat any of the berries without my consultation. And if it looks weird, it probably is weird, so don't interact with it. Alright. And don't mind the giant, probably the carnivorous plants, the dinosaurs, the giant snakes, the winged vipers, and you might see various types of apes in the jungle that you're probably not used to. The Wanty did love their experimentation on animals.
Jesus fuck.
Is that where owlbears came from?
I think a wizard did that.
No! I'm kidding.
But if you but the Wanty are probably responsible for the winged apes, the blood apes, the cloaked apes, and other myriad of apery.
Sounds lovely.
It is. It truly is.
Before we get going,
Mhm.
Does anybody need any help with their stealth?
Ronny? Probably?
How do you mean because always? Well, I can... Oh, Coda. I can do enhanceability. It only lasts for an hour, though, but it'll give you advantage. It'll help you sneak around a little bit, and obviously mechanically. I'll do the dex one so that you can get advantage on your stealth check. But I will ask Shillin first. Though I guess it might be better for me to save my spell slots just in case. Will you give us recommendations for when we need to be quiet?
Yeah.
And I can cast it tactically?
Yeah. So
Alright.
you guys, I had mentioned a tribe of Jin near Jinborn at the mountains that might give you more information on what's happening in the city. We're still headed there, correct?
Yes.
All right. So right now we're going through what's known as the Emerald Jungle, which is okay for now. The Emerald Jungle, even though parts of it is owned by the separate tribes, the separate houses of the Wanty, it's not as heavily patrolled as probably the Black Cloud Forest. That's probably where they're going to be patrolling more. So when we enter that area, which is east of here, then that's when I'll tell you, yeah, we should be a little more quiet. But in the surrounding area, we should be fine as long as you... I mean, if we draw some attentions from apes or chameleon T-Rexes or anything like that, then we should be okay.
What?
Ronny, just stick close by. I need to touch you to be able to help you out.
What did I say? So chillin'.
No, this was completely.
Oh, this was
Ro.
Oh, this was Ro. Okay.
Yeah, that was probably the chameleon T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yes!
T-Rex.
What the fuck? T-Rexes are hard enough.
Anyways, Sharon continues. So, stick close, keep your eyes peeled, and let us get started. Alright, so that is going to be her check. Right. Can I get... So, she seems to know where she's going. How would each one of you like to help Shilin or help themselves on this journey? It could be stealthing, could be additional survival checks, it can be nature checks. How are you how are you making this trip a little easier on yourselves and on the group?
Could I stealth right behind her, just follow right in her footsteps, just she's doing a good job?
All right, just give me a stealth check for Raine. Yep, 27, of course. And then I'm just gonna go down the line. Lynn, how are you helping out?
I am going to.
You
Gonna
do
move
have
the
your
things?
massive arms. You can move the things.
Well, yeah, can I like help? Like, if stuff's if there's like vines across where we need to go, I'll help with hacking vines and that sort of thing.
Okay, cool. Just give me a straight up survival check. Cool, awesome. Zaitari?
Can I just keep an eye on everybody's general mood, I guess,
Okay.
to make sure that nobody's getting exhausted or whatever, because I mean, I have the alchemy jug, I can give water,
Yep.
say when we need to take breaks, that kind of thing.
All right. So that would be insight for you. So Rain, so you are following in Shillin's footsteps. You notice, actually, you're doing a really good job keeping very quietly behind her. Roll a perception check for me. Okay. So as you notice that she is walking through the plant, the shrubbery, it is pretty dark on the floor of this jungle. It's so thickly canopied that the jungle floor is pretty much emitting very, like, it's only able to get pretty dim light. It's more akin to being like very shadowy down here. Even with your dark vision, you do catch glimpses of what Shilin had mentioned before. There are various giant serpents that are above you, waiting for prey to come within reach. You think you do catch that a couple very large apes that shouldn't be able to traverse the canopy as easily as they should. They're just swimming from branch to branch, like plucking the unsuspecting bird, almost like in mid-flight as they're darting through the canopy. The other thing you also notice is she is using a machete to hack through vines and other shrubbery, but you notice sometimes you don't know if your eyes are playing tricks on you, but it seems like some of the plant life attempts to just slightly maneuver their way out of her way. But that's for your perception check. But you're easily able to keep up with her step for step, and she is being very quiet as well. Melanie, you're helping Shilin with the decapitation of the vinage.
Yes.
So roll a perception check for me as well.
Oh boy.
I've got plants in my eyes.
Yeah, it's every vine to you looks the same. It's just one vine may be thicker than the other. What you're pretty much doing at this point is you're mimicking Shillin's movements. Sometimes there is a very large vine that she can't cut through as easily, and you help her out. But other than that, you don't really notice anything. It's pretty dark. You hear noises everywhere. Distant roars, chirping of frogs and crickets, the flutter of giant winged creatures in the air. Sometimes you do catch a glimpse of like an enormous. Think of it as a medium-sized toucan. Just
Ugh.
going like hopping from branch to branch.
Just
like
a toucan like the size of a dog?
pretty much a toucan the size of a dog, maybe a little bit bigger.
Why?
Toucans are nice. And like instead
They're
of
weird.
They are weird.
but instead of like typically toucans can eat like fruit and nuts and all that. You see like the toucan that you see has a giant coconut, and it just crushes the coconut between two of its beaks. Its beaks, and just starts munching on the white flesh of the coconut very happily. All right. But that's what you see. You're like vine. Oh, giant bird. That's a nice giant bird. Zaitari. It's about.
I would like to, upon seeing the giant bird,
Okay.
I would like to see if I could keep my eye out for any pretty giant feathers to take back as a little, like, look, I saw a giant bird. It was huge. Here's a feather.
Roll another perception check for me. Okay. You don't see any giant feathers from that bird. However, you do see what looks like to be a it's underneath some brush as you're walking by, but it catches your eye. It's an iridescent glint, and when you take a closer look, it looks like it was the shell of a it's just the empty shell of once was a iridescent giant scabbard beetle. It's about the size of it's about the size of your hand.
Chillin'!
Yes?
Is it okay for me to touch this?
Oh, she takes a look. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh yeah, it's going in the bag.
Okay, so
Surprised you even asked. It didn't just, oh, shiny!
I mean, we are in a very dangerous place. I feel like maybe I'm gonna be a little bit more careful than usual.
I appreciate it. I'm just
Shiny.
surprised.
I'm just saying,
Iridescent
we're immune to poison right now.
From
YOLO.
Please don't push it.
a large bug. Really pretty.
can I get everybody to just make... You're probably a couple hours into your journey at this point. Can I get constitution checks? Not saves, constitution checks from everybody, please.
Okay. Did anything come out of my
You're about to find out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Melanie, who's... Yeah?
Well, I was gonna wait until everyone else rolled their checks, but I'm gonna roll an Indomitable because
Okay.
Well, it's
I
not a
can't
saving
be-
throw,
It's
it's a
not-
check.
It's not a save.
oh
Alright.
You could do lucky though.
yeah, I've got lucky.
By the way,
Oh,
DM, you never asked me how Tilda was helping.
Yeah, I'm
Chillin'?
gonna get to I'm
Okay.
gonna get to Ronnie and you in a moment.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Ronnie and me are like secondhand citizens. It's fine. I'm joking.
All right. Yeah, everybody for now is fine. I mean, it looked like Melanie could use a little misting because she's the one in the heaviest armor, but she seems to be okay. Rain's alright. It's a little humid, and
It's just alright.
yeah, it's
anymore.
just there's just like this sheen of sweat on her, a little more than the others. It's uncomfortably humid, by the way. Here, it is like.
I mean, we expected that.
Yeah, you expected that.
we kind of brought close to try and mitigate that. So.
Yeah. It's pretty. I mean, Melanie is just taking it like a champ because of her past training and berating during her night training. Probably had to carry rocks uphill both ways.
They used magic to move the hill, and it was like a treadmill, but it was a hill.
A treadmill, if
treadmill.
you will.
Yeah.
treadmill.
Yes.
Don't worry, guys. Once I get what is it? Mirage Arcane, I can make that tread hill become reality.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, even Ketchup's like, what the fuck, guys? He's in my lap now.
Hi, Ketchup.
Yeah. But you sound good. At least you don't need your kitty inhaler.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was a struggle. I had to wrap him up, and he was essentially a burrito, and because he hates it, I tried to like enforce him, and he's just like, nope. This thing goes over my nose. Nope.
I mean, I can't blame him.
I can't blame him either. He doesn't know what it's for, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
he's doing
Leia always hates when we give her eye drops and when we have to put stuff in her eyes because like every spring and fall she gets real bad like eye stuff and it can get into an eye infection and I just wish that I could we wish that we could tell them
Yeah.
like just feel like if I could just explain to you that this is gonna make you feel better but
No,
instead I just have to like hold her writhing form and poke her in the eyeball so you
Yeah,
know,
well,
that's-
I mean, if she was a 3-year-old, you'd have to do that too.
Yeah.
So.
yeah I guess
Okay. All right, Tilda. How are you helping with all of this?
I am using prestidigitation on all of us to let's see. It's
Yeah, Cold compresses the whole time.
yeah, it's to create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect. So just like a amount like some cold
Okay.
for everyone, just like a
Nice.
little puff of cold.
some cold for everybody except Raine who gets a wet willy.
Who gets what?
A
A wet
willy.
willy.
A wet
A
willy.
wet willy.
Mhm.
I imagine like your prestidigitation, like with the puff of code. It's just like one of those handheld fans, because the
Sure.
duration is for an hour. So
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's.
Well, it's just
around
to
our-
everyone, singularly. It's
Okay.
not like,
Yeah.
it's more like poof, 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 poof. And I'm just trying to, get everybody.
Mm-hmm.
okay, cool. You roll a perception
Cool.
check. Probably you don't really have to, but you can roll a perception check as well, Tilda.
Do I?
You can lay
Okay.
down, Coda.
So you're doing all this. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Shilin looks visibly. I mean, it's probably because she's a guide and she's probably done this a bunch of times, so she's probably very close, easy with the weather. But then you realize she's not sweating at all.
Lucky bitch. Oh, sorry. Lucky bitch.
But that's what you notice. Other than you hear noises, but you choose to ignore them. All right, and Ronny, how are you helping out?
She already said. Kay already
Oh.
said how.
Keep an eye out. All right, just roll me a perception check, please.
I mean, can we just assume it's going to be a 30? Because
I mean, we can.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. There we go.
Wow.
Okay. So during your journey, Ronny, you're able to point out to Shilin that, hey, that part of the tree doesn't look right, and Shilin will agree with you and say, oh, that's probably a nest of a iridescent pterodactyl. We'll go this way, or you'll point out, hey, there's a stream over here, and Shilin will say, oh, okay, we'll follow this stream. It's going in this direction. This is going to be the general direction we're headed. So you Great.
No, I'm not doing it. But
Um,
why do I want to?
so by the end of your journey, you have made really good time. Shilin is actually very pleasantly surprised, and you pretty much cut your travel to where you need to be by a day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, and now it is time for her to find a place to camp for the night. Anybody could assist her with a survival check if they wish.
Yeah, no, not good at that. I'm staying.
Can I assist by just giving her advantage?
Yeah, what would you like to say to give her advantage? Or what action would you like to perform to give her advantage?
I would like to be like, hey, just FYI, if you need me to like move some branches to assist in the making of camp, I can do so. And then flex and give her some inspiration through my flexing. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, that might work on Raine, but
Raine's like, "Are you flirting, dear?"
No. I really am willing to help. I'm just not completely sure what you might need. But really, like I saw a gorilla as we were walking, and it was like just made a nest, and I figure I could probably do that. I mean, you
And
know.
as Melanie's doing this, Ronny just kind of looks around, steps off the trail to look at this one spot, and he goes, "Over there, looks good." Because
Pretty
he got
much.
a 29.
Yeah, I was like just like waiting for Lynn to finish. Shilin's like, yeah, that's a pretty good spot. If you could move that, and she points to a very large rock. If you can move that over there, give us a little more cover, that would be great. And she points to a
Yes.
rock that's about the size of a large tire.
if you feel
I
like you
move
have
the
to
crap
take
out
your-
of it.
Okay.
If you feel like you have to take your shirt off, honey, I don't mind.
Yeah, you easily check that rock too, where Shilin asked you to. It's no problem. All right. What are you guys doing for shelter for the night, and are we doing watches?
Are we doing watches?
That's a hilarious question. Of course, we're doing watches.
I
And
think
I
he's just
imagine we're
waiting
doing
for a time that we're like, no,
Tiny
we're fine, and then just
Like tiny hut.
fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, I can slot in wherever. I don't really care.
Raine will take second.
I just need to double up with somebody because my perception is not good.
No, you can double up with me.
Okay.
We'll give each other the advantage at being real mediocre.
Okay, I'll give you advantage. You're still better than me. I only have a +4. You're higher than me. So
Oh, I guess I do. I have a +7. What is our proficiency? Oh, our proficiency is pretty good.
yeah, we have a +5 now because we're so high level.
Yep.
All right.
One more level, and my reliable talent, or not reliable talent. What am I talking about? The jack of all trades will be great because I'll get a +3 on everything.
All right. So Ronnie's taking first. Raine's taking second. Shilin's like, I could take last or I can take third. It's up to you two.
Last
Okay.
is fine.
All right. She will take third then. Awesome. All right. All right. So Ronnie is up first.
Before we go to sleep,
Mhm.
Tilda would like to approach Shilin
Mhm.
and say, well, this is quite an adventure. You must be rather used to the humidity. I didn't notice you sweating even a little.
Yeah,
Even
I don't tend to. It takes a lot for me to sweat.
oh, darling, you must teach me your secrets.
It's good genes. Good genes.
Hmm. Okay. That's where Tilda will leave it, but
What are you? Shakes
What
her
are they,
shoulders.
Levi's?
What are you?
Tell me what you are.
who does number 2 work for?
All right, Ronnie, you will take first watch. You guys notice that Shilin sort of does the same type of meditation elves do when they go to sleep.
That's even more confusing.
No, what the fuck is she?
Uh,
God damn it.
all right.
Also, point of order before we go to bed. Can Melanie or Ronnie, I don't really care. Can one of you cover the hut in branches or something to sort of blend us in a little bit? We don't have to be completely covered because we need to
I
obviously
mean,
be able to see, but
oh, yeah. But also the well, we're not going to the crap. We're not going to the Wanti village yet, so maybe Ixnay on the Heroes Feast?
oh,
We could risk not having it one day.
yeah, no, I think we're fine for the next day.
Also, the tiny hut can it becomes opaque in like a different color, any color I choose. So
Yeah, I know, it's just
But it would add like some texture to
yeah,
it.
because right now it's just smooth. So
I mean, okay.
I feel like I would be more comfortable with it blending in texturally as well as visually, personally.
yeah, we don't
Okay.
have to do a lot, just something to break it up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Cool. Ronnie, please roll a perception check for your watch.
Jesus!
Of course.
Oh wow. Did you guys see what the other one was?
I mean, the last time it was
Ooh.
All right. Cool. Ronnie, you are taking your watch. And sounds can pass through the tiny hut. I always forget, right?
Yeah, they can.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
technically.
All right. So as
We've played it before where there wasn't, but you know,
technically,
it's fine.
I always forget. I should just learn.
Yeah, no,
This is my-
sounds do pass through.
Yeah, this is my hubris. Okay, so there are a few things you notice during your watch. The forest floor becomes even more lively with life at night. There are multiple jungle cats that pass through your area, not taking any notice of you, just on the prowl. Different types of cats, as small as ocelots and as big as almost as big as bison. You even hear something you think as large as an ogre pass through the night, but you do not see it at all. It just goes through the forest with like steps, sort of like those that you would hear with something gigantic passing through shakes the ground. There are little fairy lights that hover overhead, and small twig-like entities try to catch and playfully giggle as they go out of your area. There are several very beautiful glowing flowers that bloom, giving off a dim light and this kind of dust-like glitter that emits from them and falls to the and the pollen falls to the forest floor on a few bugs, which immediately shrivel up and die once the pollen touches them. These are a few of the things that you see during the night, but you don't see anything threatening. And yeah, your watch passes without. It's pretty uneventful. So I guess it's Raine's turn.
Wake up.
All right.
And we'll keep an eye on.
All right. Perception check, please. All right. Awesome. So those flowers I had mentioned during Ronnie's watch are still present. They give off this glow that throughout the hours you've noticed changes from baby blue to a light pink to a pale yellow, and it's kind of just they kind of just circle through color. You notice that also during your watch that there is a very large serpent in the trees, and you watch it for a little while. It goes from tree to tree, and just as it reaches the end of one branch, it takes a giant leap off of the tree, and you see these large feathered wings that spread out and allows it to glide to another tree where there is a small vermin of some type that is snatched in its jaws, and he carries it away to its lair somewhere within the jungle.
I don't happen to see any feathers fall, do I?
Roll another perception check now that you're looking out for those.
Use a luck because I'm sleeping after this.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You do. There are some pale yellow feathers that fall near the hut. They're
Go
about.
invisible and go get one.
All right, you easily grab one. They're about index finger length, we'll say. They are pale yellow, and there is this just faintly gray, spotted, freckled pattern that is on them. Unlike bird's feathers, which are they're hollow in the center, there is. It's not really that they're hollow. They feel a little more solid than bird's feathers. But you feel like if you, unlike bird's feathers, which would, snap pretty easily if you bent them in the middle, these actually have a lot of give. It would take a little more effort to actually break this feather in half. So there's some a little elasticity with these feathers.
Does Sheldon look like she's still vibing out, or?
She looks like she's still in a meditative state, but every so often you see her cock her ear to listen for sound. So you kind of she's kind of in that state where she's what we would say in the sleep business out of REM. She's kind of in an awakened state at this point.
And when I see her kind of do that the second time, I'll just kind of go over by her, not trying to stealth, making enough noise for her to notice me.
Yep.
And to say, I'd be an idiot to go after some of those flowers one night that have been changing color.
She will slowly open her eyes and she'll peer at the flowers. They'll probably be a little safer once they're closed up for the night. And she points to the bugs that lay dead to the ground. On the ground. Inhaling the pollen is the most dangerous thing about them. They are called rainbow lilies because of the many colors they cycle through during the night. Um, if refined, they can make a very, very deadly poison that could take out. She goes through her like memory banks, probably to something the size of a rhinoceros.
Damn.
Might take Melanie out.
You see her like laugh a little bit. Maybe, but they'll probably. I could help you out in the morning if you wanted to gather a few for some experiments you might have in mind in the future.
In the morning, then.
In the morning. Right now, they're not even I would go out and pick any at this point.
Just do one last talk. I say, so Kismet, didn't hide any secret treasures in the middle of the jungle, did you?
He's just like, why the hell? Whoa, actually, there are a lot of ruins here. I used to do some jobs down here, but I never, snakes, people, snakes themselves.
Why would it have to be snakes?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's what some people say. But yeah, I'd be great. Well, then again, I did steal from the god of mutilation.
I mean, really, snakes at this point are kind of passe.
Yeah, but yeah, Wanty are. I don't screw around with Wanty. They're just altogether.
Apparently, just about the only thing.
Wah wah.
Hey.
You hear Kismet sigh loudly.
It's like in the jungle, goddamn.
But yeah, I don't mess around with jungle unless my employer paid me to go into ruins, which they did on occasion. The ruins you gotta watch out for are the Naga ruins. They are quite nasty. But yeah.
Didn't we fight a bone naga or something once upon a time?
You guys
Yep.
did, yes.
Yeah.
I briefly recount the tale and then go to sleep.
Okay. Ugh. Undead Naga, they are the worst.
Yep, back in the sewers where we rescued Theo and fought some other snake folk.
Sneeples?
Sneeple, yes.
But your watch passes without incident.
I think Sean's actually
Yep,
up.
Chillin's up, so she will. Okay. Chillin's watch passes without incident, so she goes to wake up Melanie and Zaitari. Time to wake up.
We awaken.
Alright. Perception checks, please.
Right. Mine with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, not performance.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So you guys awaken. You see some beautiful iridescent lilies beginning to close up as the morning is slowly approaching. During your watch, there is a very loud howling sound, like a howler monkey sound. And you look up and there is a troop of howler monkeys. And because of their name, they howl a lot. And they just leap from tree to tree branch, howling, making just the noisiest racket until you see there is an even bigger ape that snatches one out of the air. This ape is blood red in color, and with like these like giant incisors, grabs one of the howler monkeys and drags it, like literally like plucks it out of air and drags it away. The howler monkey in its grasp is no longer howling.
I can only imagine.
You probably witnessed its untimely death.
Yes. Makes sense.
The other howler monkeys howl away. There is a couple very colorful macaw-like birds, parrots, if you so will, that start emerging from their trees. Unlike the macaws you've probably seen in books, your standard blue and yellow and your red and green macaws, these ones are a brilliant purple. Purple accented with pink near the eyes. And you're looking at them and you're like, that's much bigger than a regular macaw. This macaw is about the size of a wolverine.
Hmm.
And like the toucan that was spotted earlier, instead not a coconut, but there are these large crescent fist-sized nuts that it just crushes crushes in its beak and starts picking out little bits of nut meat from the shell, and then feeds it to its young that's in a tree. But your watch passes without incident.
And then we wake everybody up.
Yep.
Did the howler monkeys not already wake us up?
It depends on how well you guys sleep, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you guys could have just opened your eyes, go back to sleep, or tried to.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
we're adventurers in a deeply dangerous jungle. I think we sleep pretty lightly.
That's true.
True.
Yeah. That could be your rooster crowing. It happened around like 4:30 in the morning. So.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, we probably
Yeah.
also get back to sleep. Well, some of us get back to sleep probably quickly after getting woken up because it happens all the time too.
Mhm.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Yeah. Shillen gets up like.
I want to go home, guy.
Shillen wakes up around the same time.
Ro wants to go home.
But yeah, those are the things that might eat Ronny as part of their breakfast. Things that crack shells.
Yes.
Okay, but you guys all, your watch, all your watches happened. They're pretty eventful, but like no incidents happen.
Yeah. Tell me, Shillen. How much longer till we get to the village that we're going to, and then what will the travel be like for getting to the Yuan-Ti temple area?
Alright, so we're gonna go to Mount Urgoth first. It's within the very small Crimson Peaks. That's the volcano I spoke about. That is gonna take another. If we're on track, if everything goes the way it's been going for a while, then probably 2 days if we just keep on going at this pace, which is a great time.
Okay.
To the Yuan-Ti city, we're gonna have to go through the Black Cloud Forest. That's where we might run into trouble because the Yuan-Ti will patrol there for sure.
And how long will that take?
Another day and a half if we're making really good time.
Okay. I'm going to save my oils of slipperiness until we have to go through the Black Cloud Forest.
I know.
Yeah, ditto.
Yeah, and you'll know when we go to the Black Cloud Forest. The name kind of gives what you're going to expect away about the Black Cloud Forest. It's even darker than this. She motions around, and it's a cloud forest, so it's kind of in hills, but think of the mist as not as a fog mist, but as a black mist because of all the terrible things in that area.
And just remind me. Yeah. Can any Yuan-Ti see through invisibility or have blind sight or true seeing, anything like that?
Probably the higher one, like the upper echelon of the Wanti. I don't think the purebloods can.
Okay.
But
so if we were to be traveling through the village to get to where we need to go, and we get to the temple, going invisibly should be safe.
For
Basically,
most,
until we get to the temple.
Yeah, for most patrols, I think.
Okay.
But if they have a mage slayer with them, if they have, usually they won't have an abomination with them. But if they had an abomination with them, then we might be in a little bit of trouble.
And would you mind describing just a regular T-Rex to me? Because I'm trying to think of ideas for a distraction, and one just came to me.
Oh, of course. She describes your typical T-Rex.
Okay.
From Jurassic Park. Catch up, will you just
Well,
lie
it's in
down,
my head
please?
now, bro. It's stuck in there real good.
Okay. That's, alright, cool. Alright, are we ready to get going?
Yes.
Alright, great. Alright. Shilin says, hey, Raine, did you want to grab some of those flowers?
Yeah, I did want to get a couple of those.
Okay. She will show you where you should cut. Pretty
Jesus,
much you
I
want to
can't.
cut at the base of where the flower is. Avoid the cluster of spotted leaves beneath it. Those aren't good for anything anyways. And yeah, just give me a herbalism kit. Check.
Enter Dex on that.
We'll do dex since it's a fine movement. She's actually pointing to where you should cut.
I shouldn't have advantage, but it's a 12. It would be a 12 anyway, so
Okay.
it's actually 2 higher.
All right.
No, it's no.
How many flowers did you want to take? There are 3.
I would like 3.
All right, you get all 3. And she suggests, I would make sure you put them.
Double wrap them.
Yeah, make sure you put them in a pouch, because you don't want them like jostling around in there. Make them.
Pouch, and then specifically in the handy haversack.
Okay, sounds good. Please put down 3 iridescent lilies.
The list grows.
3 iridescent rainbow lilies. My bad.
3 iridescent gay lily.
For travel, Zaitari's pretty much just going to do the same as she did yesterday. Just
Okay.
keeping an eye on everybody, so.
Alright. So you guys keep going. She is going to roll another survival check. Okay. And you head even deeper into the jungle.
New day, new port and roll.
Alright. Can I get
Satisfaction? No. Sorry.
Can I get perception checks from everybody?
Oh wow, I rolled really well.
Okay.
Yes, I beat Ronny for
Shilin, you Raine, Zaitari and Tilda notice that Shillin's starts to slow down a little bit. And the reason is Raine, Ronny, and Melanie, you guys hear like light crying. And Shion's like, and she turns to...
It's actually just Tilda whimpering in the background.
Make it stop.
Shion's like, do we want to go the other way? Away from the crying? Or do you...
Does it sound like a monkey crying or like a person crying?
It sounds like a person crying.
I don't know what it is. I don't
Um,
trust it.
You want me to sneak up and get a better look?
Carefully, please.
I could arcane eye, and that way we don't have to separate.
I
Ronny,
prefer
you can roll an insight if you wish.
I would prefer the arcane eye. No offense, Raine. I don't want us to go off alone in this jungle.
Would have just assumed you cared, but now that you mean no offense, I'm not sure.
Well, you'd like to go off alone. And I feel like I'm depraving you of being able to do your thing.
While they're talking, I just cast arcane eye. And
Okay,
start...
you cast Arcane Eye, and you start making it head towards the now, you know, like, now that they pointed it out, the now crying sound.
Right.
Alright, it doesn't take you long to find out the source of the crying. You see what looks like to be a very large, well, not large, very large, a large ogre.
Oh.
That looks like it's holding a doll, made of wood in its arms, who is crying. Not the doll, the ogre. And that is, can you make visual information? Give me a perception check using your eye.
I mean, I don't know if this is...
You mentally receive visual from... What I'm saying is you see the surroundings, but I want to see if you can pick out the finer details.
Right. So I don't know if it's just a regular perception check or if I had to use a different skill, but...
I think it's just a regular for now.
Okay.
You see what looks like a couple bodies. Looks like they were people.
Like humans?
Human-esque.
Or humanoid?
Humanoid, at least.
Okay.
You also see a very a large ogre-shaped skull in the ground as well.
Oh. Do the bodies look like, are they obviously dead? Like they're mutilated and like an arm's over here and...
It looks like they've been there for a while.
Okay. And the ogre skull, I mean, obviously has been there for a while because it's a skull, not just a head, right?
Yes.
Has it still got any? Has it got any skin on it, or
it's
is it
got a
just...
little bit of skin on it still?
Gross. Okay. Is what's the ogre the doll that they're holding, is it, are they cradling it? Are they just hugging it in like the crook of their elbow? Is this
looks like
are they about to smash it?
No, it looks like it's holding it like a child would hug a teddy bear.
Okay, so like in the crook of their elbow type of thing. Does the doll in any way, shape, or form resemble any of the bodies on the ground?
With 22, it does not. No, it doesn't.
Okay. I've been mentioning basically the gist of things to the rest of the group. It's an ogre holding a wooden doll, crying at the sight of what seems to have been some sort of massacre. Humanoids, a few humanoids dead, and there's an ogre skull also. I'm still concentrating on the eye, though, to see if there's any sort of other
So you notice
goings-ons.
Yeah, so you notice the doll since you asked what position it was in. You
Mhm.
notice the doll is made of wood,
Right.
and the doll does have multiple what look like spikes or nails going through it.
Jesus.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh, fuck. Great.
Also, while Tilda is describing this to us, can I ask Shillen if she recognizes, like, what this might have been?
Sure. Shillen is like, I mean, ogres are a common occurrence in the jungle, but she is perplexed by the scene that is described to her. Tilda, that's a voodoo doll.
Okay, yep. Makes sense.
Dude, are you doing that thing that I saw on Reddit where the
Shh.
Apparently,
Ooh.
yes.
Fire knowledge isn't character knowledge.
Can Tilda hear me when she has the arcane eye out?
I think so, because I'm only receiving
Oh,
visual
yeah.
information.
Okay. Tilda, can you check and see if it's an illusion?
I will send the eye, I don't know, through the ogre. And if the ogre dissipates, then it's an illusion. But if my eye dissipates and then like reforms on the other side of the ogre, then he's real.
Okay.
I assume. I'm guessing.
So you're passing the eye through the ogre?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to pass the eye through the ogre.
Okay. So the eye does not go through the ogre.
Okay.
It stops.
Okay. A solid barrier blocks the eye's movement. And therefore, I will say, I don't believe it's an illusion. I mean, it's impossible to be sure, but he's cradling a voodoo doll.
This
Or
sounds
they
like
are.
we should maybe just avoid.
Avoid? I agree.
Whoops, I was muted. Yes, I don't trust it. I don't think we should do anything. I think
Okay.
we should just avoid.
All
Is
right.
there another way to get around, Shillen?
Yeah. There's plenty of ways. If we go this way, and she points, we should go towards still be on the same path. Let's go. All right, and she
Okay.
will cut a few other vines, and start heading the opposite direction.
I stopped concentrating on the arcane eye.
Okay.
and-
Can I get... Alright, so let me... Alright. Alright, Shillen continues to go through the forest. Can I get another...
is it what we saw?
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
Maybe.
She might want to use it later, so...
I know.
So sad.
I know, it was pretty sad. Anyways, moving right along. you guys start traveling through the forest again. Can I get survival checks from everyone, please?
Oh boy. Oh, that's not terrible.
Survival.
You want to use your portent?
Oh,
Ooh, never mind.
I considered it, but I was like, I'll risk it.
Okay.
Everyone's high rolling, huh?
All right, great.
High
Don't
rolling.
jinx it.
Air quotes.
She'll start. There is a small stream
Oh god.
that you guys that you are about to cross. You guys get the feeling by the way the water is diverting in the stream that it's, well, everybody but Zaitari notices it, that it's not really the way water should be flowing. The water just flows in like completely different patterns than what a normal stream should flow. And then you see that the entire stream, instead of river rocks, there are, it looks like the heads of the tops of skulls.
The heads of the tops of skulls?
Well, the tops of skulls, like where you think river rocks should be, you see the tops of skulls. Like,
Is that normal, Shilin?
Shield's like, oh, crap. Yeah, we need to get, oh god. And you see the tree in the middle of the stream start shaking. Oh boy. We should go to the map.
Oh. I was gonna say, do we want to run? Because I can try to get us out.
We run as far as we can.
So you guys were about here when you noticed the riverbed of skulls.
Great.
And you realize that the tree in the middle is made up of skulls.
No,
and
why?
Around the tree is tiny bushes made of skulls.
Hot.
I hate you so much, Darren. I really do.
I'm
You and your twisted abominations
I
of
didn't make
monsters.
this. I didn't make this up. I found it in the book.
No, but you're choosing to use them.
Should have had a meal.
You guys are fine.
I'm not so much worried about whether we'll get out of here or not. It's just, this is gross. It's a tree made of skulls, and bushes made of skulls, and apparently rivers of skulls.
Who knew Darren was a 13-year-old boy? And skulls and skulls!
Skulls on skulls on skulls.
And then one of them farts.
I mean, there was a skull on a
funny.
hermit crab that we found. So.
Yeah. I am a child. I mean, you guys know this.
I mean, to be fair, the image was pretty rad.
Oh.
Damn it. I don't...
Alright. Zaitari.
Oh boy. Okay, well. Wait, we're missing Melanie.
Oh.
What's up?
We're going
Initiative.
into battle?
Oh man, I was finding that. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Yep.
Don't forget to roll initiative. Yep, there you go.
Oh, well, could be worse.
Where's Shillin?
Let me get her token.
Shillelagh. Chillin', bobillin', banana, fulfillin', V5, momillin', chillin'. Skulltree, go. Nope. Doesn't work.
Save. There. Put her on the map.
The name game.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Shrink.
No, what the hell is she? She's tall.
Part giant,
Oh.
apparently.
She's a giant.
All right. Zaitari.
Are these white things are skull bushes,
Yes,
or
those are skull bushes.
Okay, good for the skull bushes. I'm gonna look at the skull bushes. Do they look like they have whippy tendrils?
They look like they have whippy tendrils.
Great. And this water, is it fast moving? Does it look deep?
It's not deep. It looks like it's knee deep.
Okay.
And it's not that fast moving. That is actually a very that's a very more shallower ledge than you think.
What?
Probably like only 10 feet.
What's my movement speed? Hold on, 40 foot. I want to not go near the whippy, the whippy things. Oh my god, come on. I just want to play in my path. God damn it. If I go here, then fine. Alright, so I'm going to take 5. No, that still goes through that square. Okay, I'm going to take this exact path to get here.
Okay.
And as I'm running, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hexblade's Curse against the Skull Tree. So that's going to go away for the day. And then I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Nice.
Oof.
That should be good, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
It does deal extra damage based off of my proficiency. I had not checked that off yet.
Okay.
It deals an extra 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to proceed to do a...
It doesn't look like... Alright, so first of all, with that attack, your weapon does cut into it.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't look like it takes... It's not affected by the necrotic damage.
That is A-okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Defensive Flourish, deal an extra 9 slashing damage, and gain 9 to my AC.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh, wait. Don't know why it decided to add that plus 5. I just checked it to make sure what it rolled. So it should be an extra 4 to my AC. It takes an extra 4 damage. I guess because it's damage, it's thinking, oh, I need to add it to this extra damage. So let me see if I can fix my modifiers. But,
I thought 9
AC
was pretty high, but...
Well, it's a D10, so it could happen. It would just be a high roll. So my
Imagine
AC
it would
is
have been
now
14.
a 23.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
That is the end of my turn.
Alright, great. Shilin is going to get out her short bow. And she is going to attempt to shoot this thing a few times.
My god, Raine, you rolled like crap.
No hexing. Not gonna
I did.
hex.
Alright. That will hit, and that will also hit. So she will do... So you see the arrows shoot into the thick tree trunk, but not doing as much damage as one thinks arrows should do to a tree.
Which is, let's be honest, not a lot.
No. Who knows? It could have been the magic tree. She is going to be like, I'm gonna hide behind this tree. The skull tree is...
There we go. I'm just gonna roll this again to test.
Yep.
Nope, still doing it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just roll it separately from now on, while I have the Hexblade's curse up.
Okay. Alright, so I got attacked. So it's going to... Alright. First, it's going to try to get Zaitari because it's the closest target to it.
Yep.
Does a 23 hit your armor class?
It would, but I'm going to shield.
Okay, cool. So it takes one of its giant roots, lifts it from the water, and attempts to slam into you, but it doesn't. This is going...
My AC is now at 27.
Alright, 27. Great. It is going to make a range attack, so it's going to be rolling at disadvantage. So it is actually... So this will get everybody over here if it connects. So let's see. It might not. Let's see what Shillin's AC is. That is unfortunate because it does connect. Shillin is wearing leather, so it's not really that great.
Yeah. I was debating polymorphing her into a T-Rex, but...
Alright, so you see this, one of the roots from the tree grabs a skull in the riverbed, chucks it in the air, chucks it into, in Shillin's direction, connects with Shillin's face, and it will do... this amount of damage.
Does she have cover from the tree?
I was already rolling at disadvantage. Oh, right. Okay, so cover from the tree.
Yeah, because it's, if it's half covered, then it would be a +2 to her AC.
2. Yeah, it still hits, though.
Okay. I just wanted to mention it just in case,
Yep,
because
yep.
you sounded like you were rolling a decent amount of dice there. We don't want to kill our guide.
Yeah. The skull explodes into a cloud of black smoke, getting everybody else on this side. So I need everybody within 20 feet of Shillin to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
So it's everybody but me.
Yep.
Haha, running off into battle by myself wasn't a bad idea.
For the first time ever.
It should be a 20, not a 21. I, for some reason, have bless on, but I don't have
Alright.
bless.
I can tank, I just have to be lucky.
Alright, Constitution saving throw. What is the... Will you tell me things?
Poor Ronny.
What's this? I have to calculate the save. Hold on.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die in this jungle, you guys.
Sorry, I
Ronnie's-
gotta calculate.
Ronnie's fine.
Yeah, he's been super cursed in the past, like, 4 combats. And I've been super cursed with a lot of my combat-based rolls. Out of combat, I'm great. In
Look.
combat, it's terrible.
Nenreen survived his first combat.
Oh, against all frickin' odds, too.
Yeah,
exactly.
God.
Ronnie will survive.
Ronnie
Yeah.
will be fine.
To be fair, I do have somebody in my Tuesday group who's also cursed in combat, but out of it, fan-fucking-tastic.
I've been doing great on Sunday, so I'm due for some fuck ups, and it usually comes out on Fridays.
We've got somebody cursed in my Saturday game where I'm the DM.
I believe that's Prime, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he's cursed in real life and.
Because I was going to say, apparently it also extends to the Strahd game, so.
My
well.
last campaign that I had finished, our warlock was very cursed. He had a +3 to his constitution and never could roll higher than an 11 on a con save.
Ugh, that's the worst. Alright, Darren, what happens?
I'm sorry, I just have to figure out what the con save
Oh,
is.
no, it's
because
okay.
it says make a constitution saving throw. It's not in the description, so it was a typo.
Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
That means it's a 10.
It's not a 10.
Obviously, it's a 10.
It's not a 10. So I am going to quickly find a CR of this creature and what their saving throw is.
Does it have another saving throw?
Maybe.
Because I would just use that same number.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, I would scale it off of whatever their middle highest stat is.
Okay, that sounds fair. Middle highest stat is that. So okay. So I am making it that. That sounds fair. I will write that down. 18. Alright. Ronny, Melanie, both fail. So, you guys will please take...
I mean, if it's an 18, that sounds appropriate for this level, so...
Yeah, but I just didn't, I could have re-rolled. I've got 3 lucky, 2 indomitable.
Alright.
Can you do... I mean, can you roll lucky after you know you fail?
No.
I thought you could. You could just do it any time.
Alright.
Can you do that after? I really thought you couldn't.
Technically, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I wasn't sure.
Ronny and Melanie will take 23 points of necrotic damage. Raine and Tilda will take half. So that is going to be an 11.
Okay, so everybody get away from each other. Spread out.
And as Ronny and Melanie, you are paralyzed till the end of its next turn.
Oh, Christ.
How much was the...
11 for you.
11, okay.
Well, at least Ronny isn't paralyzed.
So it's
Yeah.
actually 8. Because of the fun temporary hit points.
Because of my ring. I have a
Yes.
ring for you,
So Melanie is
Yep.
paralyzed.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't be paralyzed.
I will put this sign. Okay. Melanie, you are paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
Ronny.
What a day to skip that,
I know, right?
slippery.
Yeah. Could have greased myself up, but no.
I mean, that's why I asked, like, how many more days do we got?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I want to spread it out. I'd much rather have it later.
Yeah,
So.
especially for going through the Yuan-Ti.
I mean, who could have anticipated being attacked by shrubberies of skulls and
I'm
plants
gonna
of
say
skulls?
Flame the tree.
Sorry, what'd you say, Ronny?
I'm gonna sacred flame the tree.
Okay,
She's gonna sacred flame the tree.
Alright, let's see it.
What's a deck save?
Oh, it's a tree.
Yeah.
It fails. I can already tell you it fails. Okay.
Oh wow, 9 points of radiant damage. And bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright, excellent.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Alright. Tilda!
I'm going to cast Haste on Raine
Okay, excellent.
and get up on my broom and kick off.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have anything that I can do? No. That's my turn.
Alright, excellent. Raine.
I will
Alright.
move around a little bit though. like to there.
I'll get close enough to shoot with the crossbow.
With the tree?
Yeah, the tree.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Just so you know, sneak attack damage does go through. But piercing, not so much.
And the thing is, I'm pretty sure sneak attack damage is the type of damage of the weapon, so I think it's still,
So it's
I don't think
it'll
it's its own special.
Okay.
It would also get halved.
Okay.
It's the same type as
It's-
whatever.
Yeah,
it
that
damaged
would
with.
make sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So it didn't do as much damage as you think it did. Should have. But that's still a hefty amount of damage. Okay.
I would like that to have been my extra action from the haste,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to dodge as my full action, and I moved. I'm gonna. This is as far as I can tell, a regular ass tree here.
Yep, that's just a regular tree as far as you can tell.
I would like to scamper up the tree 30 feet.
Okay, sounds good.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright.
And I'm dodging.
The bush.
Oh, I don't have to dodge. Well, if I get hit, I'm still dodged. So that's why I did that. No.
Alright.
Okay.
The
Probably smart.
the skull bushes are going to slither their way. One is going to slither their way up to Melanie.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is going to slither its way up to Zaitari. How smart
Okay.
are these guys? These guys are pretty dumb, so yay. And this guy is going to also slither his way. Once I get the tab up to Zaitari.
Okay.
Cool. Alright. So the ones on Zaitari, the first one will not get flanking because they move simultaneously. They're not that smart, so the first one doesn't get the advantage. That's an 18. That will not hit.
Nope.
And the other one will not hit as well. So they both miss. You are paralyzed, so they will get advantage on you, but I don't think it'll matter because your AC is so high that...
Are we talking
Also, they
about
have
Melanie?
disadvantage from the cloak, so it's a straight roll.
Okay, straight roll.
Please.
Yeah, it won't hit. It tries to get its barbous tendrils around you, but they find no purchase, even if you are paralyzed. But it's Zaitari's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Shield will end up going away, but I'm going to.
I mean,
I'm gonna
shield goes away at the
cast-
top front of your turn anyway, doesn't it?
I think
Yep.
I can't remember which way it is.
No, it's at
But-
the top of your turn,
It
I
is.
think. Pretty sure.
20. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself at 5th level. So I just want to see how much. I think that's 25 hit points. Yeah, it's 5
I think
per
it's
level.
it's 5 per.
Yeah, okay. So I have 25 extra hit points. And if something deals damage to me, I deal 25 points back.
Okay, excellent.
And for my bonus action, not gonna hex because that seems like a stupid idea considering it's resistant to, or sorry, immune to necrotic damage. So I'm going to give somebody bardic inspiration and probably Ronnie.
Yep, no, that's fair, that's fair. especially since I was paralyzed and I'm still fine. So, yeah, continue.
I'm just making sure. What 60 feet? Okay. Yeah. So I'll toss bardic inspiration to Ronnie. So you get a extra D10 to roll.
Okay. Shillin is going to be like, picking skull pieces out of her eyes. We'll hit the tree once. Doesn't do much because, I mean, her job is guide, not. Then she's gonna be like, nope, nope, nope. Go hide even more into a bush. Skulltree is going to.
This is like the opposite of the sun tree. This is not chill at all.
It's true.
Roars in Sylvan.
What does it
I
say?
understand that.
Okay. Begone, foul beasts! Okay. And then.
All of us to be foul. Let's be honest here, buddy.
Projecting.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to get Zaitari.
Okay.
That is a 26 to hit.
I will take it.
Okay.
Because even if I shield, it doesn't matter. So.
Okay. That will be. $32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whoa!
Actually-
wow.
No, scratch that. It doesn't do the bludgeoning damage. Instead, it's gonna grapple you and lift you 20 feet into the air.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
You are restrained currently.
Okay.
Alright. And then it's going to attempt to drain you.
Okay. One moment. I
Yep.
just check how. Okay. If a creature hits me with a melee attack while you have these hit points, it hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Creature takes damage. So
Okay.
it takes 25 points of cold damage.
Okay. It looks like it takes all of that.
Nice.
And as my reaction, I'm going to do my once per day hellish rebuke.
Okay.
Song of Ice and Fire.
Please make a dex save.
It's gonna use a legendary resistant.
Ugh.
It's gonna save.
Okay.
So what?
Well, it takes half of 13.
All right. It doesn't seem to like fire much, but.
Ooh, so maybe it takes full 13.
All right. Okay. Right, we were hitting you. So you are restrained.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be 23 to hit.
I will shield.
Okay. It is good that you shielded.
I mean, it's probably just gonna yeet you across the fucking
only
forest.
imagine. Well, it's just two of its attacks, so.
Yeah. But it grumbles. But
okay.
but it is the end of its turn, meaning Melanie is no longer paralyzed.
Woo!
So now is your turn.
Oh, sweet. That's handy. All right. So, I'm not happy right now,
Nope.
and I am.
None of us
going-
are, Melanie.
Yeah, it's true. I am going to go. Let me. Are we using half speed at this point?
What?
Are we at half speed because of like difficult terrain or anything?
No.
Okay.
Just
So
don't.
really-
Yeah. Just don't run into trees.
You realize you've got an enemy right in front of you, right?
Yeah, but this
Okay.
tree is wailing on Zaitari.
It is.
Can
I just
I-
wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah, it couldn't hit me when I was paralyzed, so I think I'm gonna be all right. I am going to attempt to Thunderbird leap, but without going too high in the air.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to Thunderbird, long jump, my ass over to right here.
Okay.
I'm assuming. Oh, that didn't actually ping. I'm assuming that right there would give me advantage with Zaitari.
Does a restrained target give advantage?
I would say I'm technically not threatening it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll just land right here.
Okay.
If actually, is that a pile of things that's gonna eat me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
two
yeah.
white things are the bushes.
I'll do right there.
Okay.
And I am going to attack it twice.
Mhm.
1, 2, and I'm gonna be like, Raine, shoot it.
Alright, let me,
I'm gonna shoot the little white thing because I won't get
Oh,
that way.
13.
there's your terrible, terrible superiority roll.
I hit this little white thing because that's what I can actually hit.
Alright, I'm gonna
Uh,
give it a color too, so I know which one it is. These guys
Yeah,
get
that's very good.
colors. Alright, awesome. So the orange one, and yeah, that definitely hits.
So if a 26 hits, it takes 30 damage.
Okay.
So the
And
orange
26 does
guy.
hit.
Yes.
Orange. Doesn't look like it takes as much damage as it should.
I am going to action surge.
Okay.
And let me mark that off. And I am going to oh, I didn't have all those anyway. All right. Yep. I'm just gonna attack it. 1, 2, 3.
Alright. All of them will hit. So hold on. That, and that. Alright. Cool.
I would like to try to make myself look intimidating, like, oh, you should totally attack me instead of my friend. Oh!
Okay. Yeah, sure. Roll,
Yep.
roll intimidation or performance, or do you want to look like a better, a worthier target, or do you want to actually intimidate the tree?
I want to look like it needs to attack me or run away from me. So I feel like that's intimidation.
Sure.
Rar,
Aw.
fear me.
Can't use the strength on that one.
Even if I used my strength, it would still not be that high. I try to like roar at it, and I'm assuming I just burp at it, and it's like not
You've
working very well.
never heard a tree laugh, but this might be the first time you've ever heard one do so.
My
like
pride.
It's like this rumbling, barky bark.
Haha, bark.
Roddy's turn.
I'm going to do my best to help my friend out, and I'm gonna guiding bolt the tree at 5th level.
Okay.
Ooh boy.
If I don't roll too well to hit, I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, 29 to
Ooh,
hit.
nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, the damage.
So you.
36 points of radiant damage.
All right. So you literally like do a charge beam at this goddamn tree, and you blow a hole right through it. It is dead. It's literally discovered full of skulls.
Oh.
What did you say, Darren?
I was
The
expecting
tree
it
was
to.
full of skulls after Ronny blasted a hole through it.
Of course it was.
So it's just like the worst pinata ever. That's what you're telling us.
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
Ronnie was gonna move, but he's so shocked at actually killing it that he just kind of stands there for the rest of his turn in confusion.
Okay.
Do I fall?
Yeah, you fall.
Can
Okay.
I roll a dex check to? Oh nope, she's on the.
She's on the other side.
Yeah, no, you're on the
I
wrong side.
was close, but then I changed my mind.
Could I cast Featherfall on her?
As a reaction, yes.
It's only 20 feet. But that
Yeah,
works.
it's onto a pile of skulls though, so let's not.
That's true. Let's
I
not
mean-
push it.
Yeah, because with Featherfall you don't have to land, so at least this way you won't land prone and get
Yeah,
bitten in the face a bunch of times.
very true. Did not think about that.
Yeah, so you land on your feet, and yeah, you take no falling damage.
But it is Tilda's turn.
All right. Well, that is an interesting turn of events.
Really is.
Yeah, gonna say, was not expecting that after I heard legendary resistance.
Maybe it was
All right.
vulnerable to radiant damage, so...
That's very
Yeah.
true.
Maybe.
I'm going to seeing that I'm going to attempt something real dumb. I will swoop down onto the other side of Zaitari, this orange guy that's whoosh right there. I pull out Judgment as I'm swooshing, and I bop it on its many, many heads.
Okay, excellent. Let's see this roll at advantage.
Hang on. My sheet is adjusting to being at advantage. It's like, oh, what? We never get this. Come on.
What's this?
There we go.
Excellent.
Hey, good job, me.
All right. You crack one of its skulls on its head. It is still alive, but it's not feeling too good.
Okay.
Raine.
Oh, wait. Sorry, bonus action. How's everyone doing on healing?
I'm
their
looking-
health.
I'm looking fine.
Okay. I'm sorry, Kay, did you say something?
Ronnie's a little rough, but he's not really not that bad. He just took necrotic skull explosion.
Okay, I'll give you one charge from the Wand of Healing Word. Okay?
Awesome. All right.
That goes to Ronnie.
Raine.
I'll use my action to go invisible and then shoot the orange guy. Because I want to kill steal like thing.
Okay.
Also, actually, I'm going to shoot the blue guy. Just, so nothing odd happens to our... I'll show care for our guide, so that she doesn't betray us later.
Okay.
No problem.
Excellent. So blue will take that much damage. Alright. The skull bush. You're still in the tree?
Yep.
Alright. You probably have a little bit of cover, but it got hit by you.
Oh no, it's the crying ogre.
It's gonna try to climb that tree. Sure, why not? Let's make it the athletics check. Oh, that's pretty good. Gets halfway up. Goes all the way with a dash and it's gonna chill right next to you, but it can't really do anything.
Cool.
This one is going to try to hit Tilda.
Okay,
It's
buddy.
cocked. That's a 2. That doesn't hit Tilda. The green one is going to try to hit Zaitari. That is a 24 to hit.
I think that just hits with
Okay.
my shield.
All right.
It does.
Okay. This will do 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and
Okay.
you are currently grappled.
All right. It takes 25 points of cold damage.
All right. So this is the green one. All right. It did not like that. Some of the skulls freeze and shatter, but it still have plenty of skulls. But it is your go.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just grappled.
Just
Okay.
grappled, not restrained.
Hexblade's cursed for nothing.
Oh, hey, you got hit points back when that thing died, though.
I didn't take any damage.
Oh, you hadn't taken any damage?
Mm-mm.
The thing just grappled.
Yeah,
Her,
it just
right?
restrained me
Oh,
and then
and
was
you were
going to try to
outside
do...
of you
yeah.
were outside of the skull burst.
I was, yes.
Okay.
All right. I can make attack rolls as normal,
Yeah.
or is it at disadvantage?
With grapple, I believe is as normal, but I will double check.
I also believe it's normal. I think
Yeah,
you just
grapple is normal.
can't move.
Strain. Yeah, just can't move.
All right, then I will hit the green one. The green one is the one that is
Mhm.
holding me, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
1,
Uh,
2.
A 3.
I'm gonna see before I say a 3.
Right.
Nope, it's still up.
A 3.
All right. 1. Okay. So you hit it, and it dies. But before it dies,
Oh no!
its
Don't do a
skulls
death burst.
explode.
Damn it!
And I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm so
Come on, the
As
tree
well
didn't
as,
explode.
As well as Tilda.
I have to do it?
Yep, you're within 20 feet.
Jesus. Fuck. Sorry, was it Constitution?
Yes, please.
Oh,
Alright.
shit. I
Oh.
shouldn't have been at advantage. It was a natural 1.
Yeah, so you guys will both take... Uh... 36 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ!
Wow. So that's 33 for me.
Wait a second. Zaitari,
Thank you.
you're resistant to necrotic damage, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You automatically succeed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So you take half.
33 for me. Thank you, engagement ring.
You take half. You take 16.
Do I
Just-
take half of half
You take
because
half
I
of half,
technically
yeah.
succeed? All right. So how much is that?
Half of half would be 8.
Oh,
Okay.
No,
Thank
it was
God. I still
36
have.
So it was 36 points of damage, so it would be 18
Oh, it's
is
9.
half.
9.
And
Sorry.
then 9, yeah.
My bad.
Sorry.
For some
I still
reason,
have-
16.
Mostly, I was just like, oh my God, that completely got rid of my armor of Agathos, but I still have it going.
Okay. Shillen is gonna take pop shots at the tree. I mean, at the...
Would the armor of Agathis have gotten this guy?
No, it's only
No.
when creatures hit me.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, this one just hit you. So it's only
Yeah.
on the creatures that hit you?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. She took 2 shots at the skull tree in the tree. Skull tree is dead. Melanie.
Let's see. I am going to come over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack the orange pile.
Okay. Let's see it.
Where's
Does she get advantage?
Sure. I mean, it's surrounded.
1.
Let's see if it
2.
gets knocked prone. Hold on.
Ooh, can it be knocked prone?
It's a
It says it.
pile of skulls.
I mean, it says it doesn't say it can't.
Okay.
So it's not knocked prone though. It made it safe.
Okay.
Jesus.
Then a second hit, and then I'm gonna yell over to Raine again. Raine, keep stabbing! And I'm gonna give her a commander strike.
Yeesh.
Stabbing or
It's
shooting?
the second one on my d10s.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot over at the orange one. Because that's the one I can do sneak attack on.
It is with base to
would be
base
a
with you
disadvantage.
currently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it would
would
be
be
disadvantage.
I'm probably... I'll just, you know what, I'll spend the luck point and get super advantage.
Okay. Excellent. Ronny will save all of us.
I mean, unlikely, but I appreciate the vote of confidence. Action. I'm gonna go ahead and Sacred Flame the orange bone pile. So
Okay.
dexterity saving throw.
So, it rolled a natural 20,
Awesome.
so it saved.
Bonus action. I'm gonna do a second level healing word on Tilda.
Okay.
Oh. We're just trading healing words at this point.
I know.
Thank
13
you.
Healing to you. Is that max? That's absolute max.
Yep.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
And I'm gonna move over here just cause Raine's up in a tree, and just in case something happens, I might be able to cushion a fall.
With your hard body?
Well, you know, it's like a slide. If you get it at the right angle, you just go shooting off the other direction. So
And yo, yabba dabba doo!
I'm the bottom piece of wood in a dice tower. You hit me just right, you're gonna shoot out at 90 degrees at like high velocity and kill something.
Nice. Alright. Tilda.
Alright. I'm already here. I'm getting advantage. Fuck it. Let's hit it again.
Womp it. Give it the good womp.
Womp. Sorry. Hang on a second. Any second now. There it is.
Awesome. 14.
And it can't lie to you.
Yep.
Alright, I would
What
like...
the fuck are you?
I would like Melanie, Zaitari... Well, Zaitari doesn't have to. I like Melanie and Tilda to roll Constitution saving throws. please,
Yep.
As it
Again.
explodes.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I knew we should get the fuck away from this thing.
Yeah. Me too, but
Oh, that shouldn't be an advantage.
That was a 1.
What's the radius for the con save?
The what? Oh, the radius
the
20 feet.
radius?
Oh, so you're in it too.
I thought you said 20 feet
Um,
earlier, so I was double checking.
Yeah, 20 feet, yeah.
I'm gonna spend an Indomitable.
It's my second natural one.
Oh,
I'll
no.
say.
Alright.
Well, no, I'm not. We're just gonna be blinded. It's fine. I'm not gonna spend the.
Okay.
Or not blinded, paralyzed. That thing that happens. It's fine.
21 points to those who did not save. So, Ronny and Melanie.
Alright, and I take half of half, so I take 5.
You take 5, and Tilda takes 10.
Okay. And are they paralyzed? Is that a thing that was...
Yeah, Melanie is paralyzed.
Oh.
And Ronny is paralyzed.
Well, then shouldn't I have been paralyzed?
I think you
saved.
made your saved.
I definitely didn't last time. I got a natural 1.
Oh. You
Oh.
should have been paralyzed. Oh, God. Okay, yeah.
I didn't...
It's okay.
Okay, so do we just...
Yeah, we'll forget about it. It's my mistake.
Okay.
Alright. Raine, it was my bad.
Right up on here, so I'm gonna take my dagger out and just stab.
Okay.
All you're getting is the face hole, is the eye holes and nose, though. So it's like,
Ugh.
is it really getting anything?
Okay.
Is it fair?
It is not Faye. It is a plant.
Surprisingly.
Alright. It is still up.
Yes, I do not like that. So that was my action, bonus action.
Call it still up, fill up.
You are hasted.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
hasted. Technically, I can't move, but
Wow, this has been a whole mess.
Oh yeah.
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 It's okay. Mistakes were made. It's cool.
So
Do
what
you
I'm
still
gonna do?
want me to roll a
That's cool at this point.
concentration? Okay. You're hasted.
I will disengage as a bonus action and just let myself fall off and cast Featherfall to land on the ground from
Okay.
as my reaction.
Nice. The skull bush is gonna be like, WTF, mate?
I'm not your mate, buddy.
And is going to climb down.
Not without a
Wow.
few drinks. Wink, wink.
It rolled natural 1. It climbed halfway down and stops.
Oh, it doesn't just fall out on its face.
No.
Faces.
It is. Yeah.
Zaitari.
If I move a little bit, can I see the blue one?
Yeah, you could see the blue one.
Okay. Then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it 3 times.
Just make sure you're getting this blue one and not this blue one.
Oh. That off.
Okay. It will explode.
What in the world?
Yeah, and get chilling.
Just took that down. Whatever. Okay, so the 25 to hit should be a 15.
Okay.
I don't know why there's extra. Oh, it crit. Okay, that makes sense. So, and the crit damage should be a 13.
Okay. It's still dead.
Okay.
It's still dead and still explodes. So Ronny, Raine, and Chillin will have to make Constitution saving throws. Ronny's good. Raine's not. Chillin's fine. So as its last hurrah, as the skulls implode, 6, 11, 20. 20 points of necrotic damage to Raine in the face. Chillin will take 10. Ronny will take 10.
Did Shillen save?
So Chillin saved.
I thought maybe she had resistance. Trying to
No, she saved.
suss out this person.
Morpheus pays to her.
Alright, we are out of combat.
Walk away. Walk away.
Yeah,
I would
Chill's
like to.
I'm getting let's get out of here.
I would like to walk over to Ronny and give him a high five.
We'll high five back.
That was a good shot on the tree. Just right through.
I don't do that very often, so
Oh,
good to know it still works.
yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Ronnie and take out the Wand of Cure Wounds and start hitting him with it a couple times.
Okay, sounds
For
good.
the record, I was telling my
You
cat
don't
to
have
walk
to hit him
away.
with it. Just wave it
Oh my
near
God.
him.
I was telling my cat to walk away from the kitten because he had chased her into a kitchen grocery bag, and then she got confused while she was inside of it, so he sat on the opening and just started hitting her through the top.
Oh.
3 months old and like 3.5 pounds still. She's tiny.
When Leia, so whenever we have soda in like a 12 pack, so it's kind of like that long thin box, Leia will get in it. So I open it both ends so she can get in like a tunnel. And then Luke will come over and he'll attack the face. And then when she tries to back up out of it, he'll attack the butt. And
Yep.
he just like keeps going back and forth and she can't get out and she's just getting hit on both ends. She gets so frustrated.
Orpheus is just so big when he wants to play with Trinket, he just holds her down with one foot while she tries to run away.
Oh.
He can just pin her shoulders down with no effort because he weighs literally 20 pounds now.
Jesus Christ. Orpheus is a thick boy.
He's a monster. It's all muscle. There's no fat on him.
Big chunk.
And he's still growing. Because he's a van cat, and van cats keep growing 3 years. That's great news for me.
Okay. So yeah, skull tree.
We solved your skull tree puzzle.
Jubuko, Shilin will say. Apparently.
What did she say?
Jubuko. Is what she said. I'll spell it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab a drink really fast. I'll be right back.
It is a tree. Usually there are trees that are on the battlefield that get seeped. This is usually the Jubuko's form where numerous creatures have died, she says, and a seemingly endless stream of blood will seep into the soil. Sometimes the blood is absorbed by the tree in place of water and transforms it into the abomination that you saw today. And then all the skulls at the bottom of the river are the creatures that the Jubuko had entirely drained of its blood.
And question is,
Love it.
Yeah.
what happened to make so many things die around for this thing to be created? Does this stream lead to the city?
That is one possibility. I mean, there are tribal wars, but they usually don't result in this many dead, so I assume this might have been the site of a battle. I usually don't come this way because we diverted away from the ogre. So this is one of those paths less traveled that I usually don't take, but I guess there had been accumulation of bodies since I've last been here, and this tree formed.
Starting to think we should have taken our chances with the ogre.
Maybe. But we're this way now, so let's keep going. Alright. So. You guys will travel a little bit. Alright. She quickly leads you past the stream, past the skulls of the Jubuko tree, through the woods, and actually making really good time. And then all of a sudden, before you guys know it, it is dark again. So anybody who wishes to help her find a campsite is more than willing to do so. Yeah. You two both agree that another clearing, hidden away. Well, there's a clearing, but there is a large amount of shrubbery on one side. If you guys situate yourself behind said shrubbery, you guys will probably be nearly invisible. She rode really well too, so you guys confer with each other like, "Hey, that spot looks great."
Awesome.
All right. I assume tiny hut again for y'all.
Yep.
All right. Are the watches?
It is climate controlled, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are the watches
Something that Critical Role people always forget about. It drives me nuts.
Are the watches going to be the same as the previous night?
I
That's
don't
fine
see
with me.
why not.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So Ronny, please take your first watch, please. Awesome. Ronny. This part of the jungle is a little different than the last part that you guys had traversed through. You see, instead of the jungle cats you saw at the first part of your watch, lumbering out, crashing a few trees, well, felling a few trees with its giant bulbous tail, is what looks like a very large lizard built low to the ground, a beak-like mouth, spikes emanating from its back. Roll a nature check.
As far as Ronnie's concerned, it's just a giant fucked up turtle.
Yeah, that's as far as you're concerned.
Because my nature is a negative. Oh, I know exactly.
You know exactly what this is. You've heard tales of these gigantic thunder lizards, these dinosaurs. This, my friend, is what you believe from the stories as an ankylosaurus.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's just kind of meandering along the forest floor, not really
Ronnie
giving.
Definitely does not remember the name.
Yeah, it's just like ankle. It's a thunder lizard. It's a giant, low to the ground thunder lizard.
It's the turtle of thunder lizard.
Yes, it is. You see it munch. You see it munch on some ferns, kind of blearily looking from side to side, and then continues on, munching some more like low shrubbery, and then kind of just chills out, eating the same piece of shrubbery several times, like, just chewing it over and over again.
Even though it cannot see me, I give it a nod in solidarity. Because, like, same, but...
Like, you and this dinosaur are just like, yeah, we get it. And then, as slowly as it came into your sight, it just wanders off. And your watch passes without incident.
That's the retirement Ronnie deserves.
Yep. Next it will be Raine.
Alright.
Alright, please roll a perception check, please. Alright. Raine. As you are watching and looking out from the opaque view that your tiny hut provides, you hear some growling, and then a shriek from some type of creature in the forest. And then the sound of eating. And then from where you sit, there is what looks like, one would describe this as a quadruped dog, but that's the best description you can make because it's not really a dog. Looks like it's crossed between a lizard and a dog sort of creature. It has these very deep purple scales. It has the eyes that, instead of the typical eyes on a lizard that are situated on side to side, it does have the more forward-facing eyes and a slight snout. Doesn't move like a lizard, moves more like a dog. Looks like there's several of them. Pack animal, one would assume. And behind them, you see a...
I said it keeps getting worse, huh?
Yeah. Behind them, you see a figure of sorts. Looks humanoid in shape. It makes some... It clicks like... the lizard wolves raise their heads.
Oh, that's what they are.
I'm gonna kind of quietly walk over to Shillen and just like shake her lightly and then point out what I'm watching.
Oh, and she'll will blearily open her eyes and just put her finger to her lip and just kind of like the sign of let's keep quiet. But she will she's staring at the figure in the distance, and there's some there's the clicking noise, and the dog-like lizard wolf things go back to what you can only assume as their master. And Raine, I want you to make one more perception check now that you see the humanoid in view.
If it's not a 20, I'll use luck.
Okay.
30, still good.
Yeah, the 30 is pretty good. One of its arms, its right arm, didn't look like... Its silhouette didn't look like a hand. Its silhouette looked more like one would say a noodly appendage.
A danger noodle, you might say.
A danger noodle, one might say.
Did Raine feel like she had flashbacks to the tentacle rod days?
Maybe.
I mean, we did find that in a cavern full of Wanti and kobolds.
Were there Wanti down there?
Yep.
Okay.
They were the ones holding the actual, ritual and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
After the humanoid walks off with the pack, Shillen would say, "Yep, that was a half-blood. What's it doing out here?"
Pretty far off the patrol path?
No, this one looks like it was just hunting. They do come out to hunt down humanoids from time to time. Or humanoid-like creatures.
Did it seem like they had kind of gotten our scent, kind of, maybe? A little bit.
Let me see. Shion's like, no, I don't think so. I think they were probably on the hunt for another kill. We should be kind of careful in the morning, though. I don't need much sleep, so why don't you go to bed? I'll keep watch. It's my turn next anyways.
That must be a pretty convenient little trait.
It is. It is.
Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it.
What?
I mean, caw!
What are you?
Metagaming seagull!
I just say it's not one of the ones I picked up, unfortunately.
It's a little different than the ones you're related to, honestly.
What are you? Zaitari just wakes up and starts shaking her. What are you?
They always shout weird things in their sleep. You get used to it.
All right.
Melanie rolls over and growls a little bit.
Her watch passes without incident, so she will wake up Zaitari and Melanie. She will tell you that just be a little careful. Raine had spotted a want-T earlier, but it looked like it was just hunting. Not for us in particular. It was
Wonderful.
it was a half-blood, meaning it's like the type of want-T that are like they have like very pronounced serpent like features as opposed to the pure bloods that are supposed to masquerade as humans. So this one
Honestly,
looked like it had a serpent appendage on its right.
I feel like that makes no sense. Wouldn't the less pure blood snake people be more snake, less snake-like?
Shillen's like, I don't name the
That's
people.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, could I get a perception check from one of you, or perception checks from both?
Melanie, go ahead and roll that at advantage.
Advantage. Scrolling around.
Okay.
Perception.
Yep. Okay. So as you guys are taking your watch, Melanie, something catches your eye.
Okay.
It is small, actually. And let me get you the proper description of this creature.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Whatever it is, I probably do not want to hear it.
Probably not.
It is. Okay, here we go. Cool. It is a medium. One would say it is a medium-sized creature.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Probably about maybe 3 feet in length, the body, and maybe like 2 feet tall from shoulder. It's a quadruped, and it's very weird because it is pure. The reason you saw it immediately is it's pure white. It's like as white as snow, but the strangest feature about this creature is that you see it has these tails. It has 3 tails, about nearly 8 feet in length, just kind of like dragging the tails behind them.
Do the tails look? So, what kind of creature? Like, does it look like a mammal?
Like a fox.
Huh.
It's the closest thing you can think of. Like a kind of slightly elongated fox with these long tails.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you point this out. Zaitari sees it too.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah, sure.
Do the tails look like tails, or the tails look like snakes?
The tails look like tails. It's just like this big, fluffy, fox-like tail.
Wait, it's a foxtail?
It is a
Is
fox
it tails?
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's not tails.
Tails, miles per hour.
My God.
Is he yellow?
It's not. I said it was white.
No, it's pure white.
It's
I
pure
know,
white.
I know.
Stop frustrating me.
Does Shilin look aware?
She looks like she's kind of aware.
Okay, I'll tap Shilin.
She'll open her eyes.
Do you know what that is?
She looks. Never seen that before. Might want to ask the Jinborn when we get to see them, but that I haven't come across myself.
Interesting.
So as you guys are talking and looking at this creature, the
hushed tones.
Yeah, hushed
obviously.
tones, of course. The creature is going to slowly walk up to the tiny hut and just kind of like look at it, like kind of how those huskies cock their heads. With the floppy ear, like with the ears just trembling just a little bit. And then just gonna kind of makes a shrugging motion and just starts walking off in the other direction.
I'll squint in its general. Melanie, I swear to God.
Come on, Chaos Crew, I believe in you.
Shillin's like, I think we should just stay in here.
Yes, we can look into an actual dog when we get back to the keep.
That one had more tails than most dogs.
Yes, it did.
Also, I was kidding, obviously. I think, probably.
Were you, though? I don't really think so. Somehow, I just highly doubt.
I mean, it was very cute.
And the rest of your watch passes out without incident.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys wake up. Shilin is ready to,
A three-tailed fox, Melanie? Why didn't you get it for us?
Please don't encourage her, Raine.
I mean, I don't know that it would want to be living in captivity also a person. I mean, we met a bell that was a person, or a person who was a bell. I don't know which way you wanted to really describe that.
Basically, if I remember correctly, the bell was so well kept for, it developed its soul.
Yes. I'm just saying, would you call it a person who was a bell, or a bell who was a person?
A bell who was a person.
Okay, that's fair.
Matt, I didn't want to follow philosophy discussion. I walk away.
Okay. Shilin is gonna just start. Yeah. Shilin's just like, all right, let's get going. We could probably make it to Mount Urgoth before we have to rest, and maybe if they're so kind, we can just rest with the Jinborn. Be nice.
That would be lovely.
All right.
Any social faux pas we should avoid when we get there?
Just generally be polite. I mean, as long as you treat them with respect, alright. We're probably gonna end, in a few minutes. Just treat them with respect, Shilin says. Alright, see you next week, okay? Treat them with respect, don't be impolite. Yeah, that's really it. They don't really have any cultural... As far as I know, they don't really have anything, that would offend them greatly, short of, disrespecting their elders and killing one of their own, the usual.
Don't kill a grandmother. Gotcha.
Yes. Oh, especially don't do that. I mean... Though, they would probably, the Jinborn, they could probably, nail you with their shoe like 50 yards away or something like that. The elders are very precise.
The Chonla, yes.
Yeah, the deadliest of weapons. So so you guys travel for a bit until you come to the base of cutting through the jungle. You come to the base of what looks like a small mountain range. They are red in color, and Shillen says that's because the mountains in this area are red because of the material they're made of, which is a deep red clay. This red clay you'll find in the pottery that many of the tribes in the area will use to make their urns and whatnot. She points to what obviously looks like a large volcano. There is a small plume of smoke that emanates from it. You already see a few moving dots in the distance, which Shillen says that's probably the Jinborn. Make a perception check, everybody.
Oh boy. Ooh!
Oh, wow.
I
Everybody's
rolled
doing
really
And
high.
I assume Ronny would get like a 30 or something.
Yeah. If we take the average, he would get a 20.
Yeah.
Melanie, you're not supposed to be on advantage, I don't think.
Oh no, I'm not. That would be a very low. That'd be like a 9.
Okay.
Yep.
Everybody but Melanie. Everybody but Melanie. Would say, there are definitely a lot of dots. More dots. But that's weird.
They seem particularly mobile, moving.
They're very active, says Shillen. We should go see what's up. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh god.
Not from them though, but I don't have a good feeling about this in general.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're probably fine, but we'll see when we get there. You guys head up through the mountain range. Shillen looks like she knows this path fairly well. There looks like there's a path through the mountains that's been well used by numerous. Well, Shillen will tell you it's a lot of tribes. Since they use the clay from these mountains, they will often come up here and gather said clay. They do gather it in large enough groups because the Wanti know this place is popular for gathering clay for their pottery. So when you come up here, you want to be well armed and very alert. But then again, the Jinborn do probably give them some trouble as well because they don't back down from a fight. They could be ruthless in their own right. When you get to the volcano, near the base of it, you see what look like to be large tents. Not your typical Native American style tents with the teepee like shape. These are more, I would say, Mongolian style tents.
Like yurts?
Yurts.
Yeah, the yurts. It's yurts. These are larger. They easily hold quite a few families in a tent. They're a little more of the cylindrical and then the triangular top. But as soon as you guys approach, There is a looks like there was a few of these Jinborn that were patrolling the area. This one in particular that approaches you, she dresses in very similar garb that you would see in Robur. She has a beautiful headscarf that is red, a very see-through red material with golden trim. She does have a scarf that covers the lower part of her face from the mid of her nose down. She has these leather gauntlets, fingerless gauntlets that go from her to the middle of her fingers to her elbow, and she carries with her a right now sheathed scimitar, which has a snake head that is decorated um, at the at, at the
Pommel?
pommel. I am forgetting words tonight.
All
It's
the
fine.
terms.
Odd terms. And she's at least 6.5 feet tall. She is a very tall woman, and the man next to her is about the same height, dressed similarly, but without the scarf over the head, more of the scarf that covers the lower mouth. Um, and she says to you, uh, hello, can, welcome to, welcome to Ordi. Can I help you? I am Parfa.
Hello.
Um,
I'm Zaitari, and these are my companions, who I assume will introduce themselves.
Melanie
Tilda's-
Suburban.
Tilda's just looking at Shillin.
yeah, okay. You see that the male starts, talking with Shillin as Parfa
In common or a different language?
in common. And they're speaking very lowly. You catch.
Can I read their lips?
Yeah, you can read their lips. You guys catch the ever so odd word, but Tilda, you see Shillin saying, "What's going on?" And unfortunately, you can't read the lips of the Jinborn because
Okay.
he has his scarf on his face.
Okay, fair enough.
And you see while he's talking to Shillin, she is nodding and looking back at you guys, and at one point her eyes widen, and you see her say, "Could you repeat that to them? Because I'm here to bring them. They want to get into the city." And you see the male Jinborn. He looks very surprised, and will nod and will make his step towards the group. Parfa is in the middle of asking you what you're doing here when her compatriot walks up to you guys. And he says, "Forgive me for interrupting, Parfa and you all. My name is Jorlat. Shillin tells me that you are on your way to enter the City of Scales, correct?"
Yes.
"I see. She mentioned that you might be looking for information of what's currently going on in the city."
Correct.
"Well, and he motions to behind him, and you see a couple Jinborn are currently taking down tents. Jorlot says, "We are currently in the process of moving because we had recently heard what we think, well, it seems like the Wanti are mobilizing. We heard recently that there was a very powerful entity that they had created or awakened. Unfortunately, we don't have everything, but it seems like they're gathering, and usually the houses don't work together very well. They're like tribes. They're working together for some reason. So, yeah.
Do you have a name for the entity?
You see him in his head. It seems like he's trying to trying to translate, like, from Wanti or to his language to common. I do. I believe her name was Anith? Anith. That's what the name we kept on hearing was.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time? Enith, okay. Can I make some sort of check to see if I recognize that name?
Sure. Religion or Arcana are both suitable for this.
They're gonna be the same, so I'll just do Arcana.
Okay. It's vaguely familiar.
Okay. I was just about to say, Tilda, do you recognize that name?
Remembers this.
I mean, I was trying to look through my notes. I've definitely heard that name before.
Anith was the bride of Zahir, who was thrown into the void and thought to have died. Anith is the name that the Wanti in the city where you rescued Theo was who they were trying to resurrect.
Yes!
Yeah.
And we will leave it there for tonight.
I was just gonna say, I feel like that is the perfect time to cut it off for the night.
Yep.